All right. Here we go. So, this is a game called Alan Wake. Came out in like 2012. I think it was a moderate success. I think. Let's just play the intro. I don't think I've actually seen the intro before. Kind of a bit of a tone shift from the last thing that we did, but you'll see. All right. So, this is a game that I'm extremely familiar with. I've beaten it before, and I love it. And I'm just going to take this opportunity to share it with whatever small audience I have, just because I want to have more people exposed to it. I'm playing on mouse and keyboard because my controller is currently a little fucked. What did I play it on last difficulty to play it on? I set it to Alan Wake on category. I just forgot to hit done. Thank you for saying that. What do you think, chat? Should I go normal or should I go nightmare? I know what I'm getting into, regardless. But which do you want to see? Okay, nightmare.
Stephen King once wrote that nightmares exist outside of logic, and there's little fun to be had in explanations. They're antithetical to the poetry of fear. In a horror story, the victim keeps asking why, but there can be no explanation, and there shouldn't be one. The unanswered mystery is what stays with us the longest, and it's what we'll remember in the end. My name is Alan Wake. I'm a writer.
I've seen the game Murdered Soul Suspect. I have not. I'm familiar with it, but I never played it.
This dream unsettled me. It was wild and dark and weird, even by my standards. So yes, it began with a dream. Following a typical nightmare pattern, I was late, desperately trying to reach my destination, a lighthouse. For some urgent reason, I couldn't remember. I'd been driving too fast down a coastal road to get there.
Whoa.
I'd seen the hitchhiker too late.
Oh no. Hello, Percy.
Yeah. Everybody's favorite bunny boy.
He was dead. I was convinced they'd put me in jail and I would never see Alice again.
I will go live in a minute. I don't want to touch anything to risk skipping this.
That's understandable.
Suddenly, his body was gone. I was in shock from the crash. I could hardly stand my feet.
my profile pic terrifying?
Alright.
And London's about to make me have to change my profile picture back.
It's not terrifying, it's fine.
You
What?
think it's the teeth?
What teeth? Is there teeth?
Yeah, but it's bunny teeth. Big old buck teeth.
I'm gonna go live on Discord for you.
Thank you.
Yeah, so, this is a game called Alan Wake. It's a spooky horror thing that I played before, and I really like, and I just want to show it off. I'm playing it on mouse. Oh,
I knew there was something important waiting for me there.
to the lighthouse. I'm playing this on mouse and keyboard. And I'm going to try my damnedest to get all the collectibles. I think.
It collapsed. I'd have to find another way to the lighthouse.
Coffee thermos. This is super weird to control in with mouse and keyboard and not controller. This feels very much like a controller game. I've seen this, man.
You don't even recognize me, do you, Ryder? You think you're God? You think you can just make up stuff? Play with people's lives and kill them when you think it adds to the drama? You're in this story now, and I'll make you suffer.
Shit.
Joke. There wouldn't be a single readable sentence in your books if it wasn't for your editor.
Oh, fuck.
You missed your deadline.
Wow.
Damn. You can't stop me.
Come on. Oh! What the fuck?
I realized that the hitchhiker was a character from the story I'd been working on.
How does it feel to die by the hands of your own creation?
Come on, please. Does he have a bag on his head? No, I'm just dumb.
It's Wake, it's me! Play steward, remember? Quickly, get inside! There's no time to lose! Oh no! Stop!
Alan, unlock the door, you asshole.
No! Damn it, die! No! No! No!
The fuck? Alan, you dick. Why did you do that?
There was no way out.
Oh, this motion blur is... we gotta change this. Can I? Oh, please. I don't think I can change the motion blur, I'm afraid. Could change the grass distance, I think. Ah, fuck it. I just have to deal with it.
The cabin was a death trap. I had to get out.
Oh, shit.
Follow the light. You are hurt. You should go into the light. You are only safe there.
Oh, thanks, Jesus.
Well done. I have something important to tell you. It goes like this. For he did not know that beyond the lake he called home lies a deeper, darker ocean green, where waves are both wilder and more serene. To its ports I've been. To its ports I've been. Do you understand? No. Follow my light.
Oh, cool. I don't know why, but that gives me Lego game vibes.
Dream to teach you. The darkness is dangerous. It's sleeping now. When it feels you coming, it will wake up. There's no time. I can only show you the most important thing. The hitchhiker has been taken over by the dark presence. You can't hurt him now. The darkness protects him from all harm. Only light can drive the darkness away and make him vulnerable again. Here, take the light. Turn your flashlight toward him and burn the darkness away.
So, this is what this game's, like, main mechanic is. You have to, like, hit people with the flashlight, and then you're able to shoot them first, or you're able to shoot them after. I'd rather.
It seems like a really weird mechanic.
It's weird, but it's cool.
But it's still inside. Control.
There's a reason for it.
He's still a threat. He is still your enemy. Here, take the gun.
Take the gun. Oh, that's a lot of bullets.
Good. You've done well. Remember what I've taught you. That is all. I will give you back your dream now. In the nightmare, a terrible darkness was taking over the world. The lighthouse was the last safe place on Earth.
That guy took a lot of bullets. Maybe starting on Nightmare was a bad idea. But maybe not, actually. So the combat in this game, I honestly find it really fun. Shit. Shit. So the way that it works is that basically light is what harms the enemies. So that's why you have to flashlight them first. And that also means that you have shit like street lights like this, and you have flare guns and things that you can use to like wear them down before you take them out. In some cases, if you have bright light, it can just kill them entirely.
Just
Like this. It's the only game I know of where the flare gun is like the BFG equivalent. I think it's cool because of that. Wow. What about the broken one in Far Cry 3? I never actually played Far Cry 3. I the only Far Cry I played was... I played 5, and I played Blood Dragon a bit. Shit. Seabass from another universe. Nah, dude, Seabass has it worse in this than Alan Wake. Seabass has to like stop and like breathe for a minute. Alan just is tired, but he keeps running. Arguably, it's more egregious that the cop can't fucking run, but the like depressed rider can. I really like this game's visuals, by the way. They look a little bit dated, but it's all kind of like... It's dated in a specific way that I like.
Easy. Alan, wake up. Shh, baby. Just another nightmare. Everything.
I like watching food videos as if I'm ever actually gonna cook anything.
You cook sometimes, right?
Yeah, I know how to cook,
Cheer up.
but it's kind of hard to cook when I'm in college, and also when my family is picky.
Yeah.
But, if all goes well, me and Juice will be getting an apartment next year since we go to the same college.
Ah.
So then I can cook.
I don't know about you, but at my place, or not my house place, but like at my dorm, they had it so that there was a kitchen that you could use.
Yeah, every other floor in my dorm has a kitchen, but
Yeah.
my parents are like, well, you have a dining plan, and you need to use it.
Also, this town is called Bright Falls.
I'm convinced that even if I had this, what? It's called what?
It's called Bright Falls, which
Bright
is
Falls.
which is a little on the nose, but kind of neat.
Yeah. But I'm convinced that even if I had the smallest dining plan, I wouldn't use all of it. Also, my school is very frustrating because, like, they've had move-in started this week.
Did you hear that, honey?
I moved in, like, the day before moved-in started so I could go back to work. And, it was supposed to be that, the dining hall and all the places to eat on campus would be open this week. And they've literally been closed every day up until today. Because, no, there weren't enough people on campus for them to have it open.
Something's up with the audio. It is exceptionally quiet for me. Is it quiet for you guys?
Landon goes, "The fuck is cooking?"
What is
Um,
cooking?
cooking is
Pretend I don't recognize a famous writer such as yourself, Mr. Wake. A pleasure.
I'm trying to think of a fun way to describe cooking.
I hope this isn't too
Cooking is where you make food, but not microwave meal food.
Any chance I can get an interview? Look, Mr. Maine, I'm on vacation.
Making ramen is technically
I'd
cooking,
appreciate it if we
as
could
much
keep
as I
my
hate
name here,
to
just between the two of us.
say that,
I'm sure you understand.
Fair enough.
because I don't think ramen is real food.
Not a hard man to track down if you change your mind, though. I hope you two have a lovely holiday.
Okay. So, one of the fun things about this game is that if you pirate it,
I got a couple of really good ones.
um,
So you made a friend. That's
I think one of the things it does, it has a special anti-piracy thing where it puts a pirate hat and an eye patch on Alan through the whole game.
Barry,
If the game detects you're playing a pirated copy.
And I'll hop on a plane and come make sure that you're left alone, Al.
No, Barry.
Al.
Fine.
Great.
I like Barry.
Just want to make sure you can
I
relax.
know I was watching a thing about different, like, anti-piracy softwares in different games,
Creative juices flowing.
and one of them was,
Just settling in.
Okay, Al.
the one that comes to mind right now is The Witcher,
You call me if there's
in which, if you pirate the game, it has certain,
I love you too, Barry.
what is
You know he's going to be
the
calling
not
you
gonna
every
get
5 minutes.
demonetized by
Barry is Barry.
YouTube
I can
word I'm
always turn
looking
off the
for?
What did I tell you?
Text
I'll just
message,
use the
Barry.
ones the
What's the
YouTubers
side
I
of you
watch
two?
use. Adult Fun Time. Anytime that is supposed to happen in the game,
Alan, we're here.
it edits
Come on, let's get
in
back to
the
park.
ugliest character model in the game for the girl.
Oh god, 2 Geralts? That's horrifying. I don't like... I have a confession. I don't like Geralt.
Who?
The protagonist of The Witcher. I don't like his design very
Oh.
much. I think his weird cat eyes are gross.
I'll even carry the bags. All you have to do is drag your cute butt into the car and enjoy the ride.
You ever been on like a
Lazy bastard for a husband.
like ferried on a boat in your car?
Yeah, but I got
No.
a thing for him. Come on.
Or like in a family car on like a trip or ever?
No. I've been on a
We need to
ferry,
stop
but
at the
not
local diner
in a
to get
car.
key from the landlord, a Mr. Carl Stuckey.
Mr. Carl Stuckey. Stuckey's
I'll go fill her
it's
up.
a very,
I'll pick you up here in,
like,
say, 15 minutes.
that's a name-ass name, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Alan, thank you for coming here with me.
I love you too. Go on. I'll promise to behave. I'd forgotten there were still places like this. Towns where everybody knew everybody.
Welcome to the Oh Dear Diner.
I was wondering if you
Look at this Twin Peaks that's happening right now.
Alan, wait. Oh, God. I am your biggest fan. I know people say that all the time, but I really am.
I'm glad to hear that.
Rose.
Rose, I'm looking for Mr. Stuckey. Carl Stuckey?
Carl? Of course, Mr. Wake. He must have gone to visit the restroom. He'll be back in a moment. I can't believe it. I've got all of your books. I got the cutout from the bookstore when they took it out of the window.
And you keep it here. Well, okay. Good for you.
Can't cook your own shit, you die on your own.
Right.
Me either, honestly.
Blame me when you fall in love, 'cause it'll break your
What?
heart when you have to leave.
Rusty here is no longer.
I can't cook at all.
Black coffee under a thin layer
Oh.
of skin.
Yeah, that makes two of us.
I learned to cook because well, I had started to wanted to learn to cook, and then I took a cooking type class in high school, and then I wanted to cook more,
Are you on your own?
but my
Or
family is
your wife
picky and I don't want to make like
down if you want?
a week's worth of food for myself.
This is why I don't like playing third-person games on keyboard and mouse. Look at this.
You spin me right around me. I'm just gonna get
We gotta fix that.
I probably ought to finish this art trade.
Probably.
Yeah. I also like need to redo my Twitch banners and whatnot.
Oh, this is much better.
Do me a favor, Sonny. I could really use a tune right now. Coconut, number 6 in the jukebox.
I don't think I can play that because copyright will fuck me over.
Have gone to sleep. Bad circulation.
Sorry, Grandpa, I cannot do this.
Coconut again? You disgust me. Call yourself a rocker. Unbelievable.
Audio Jungle.
Don't go in there, young man. You can hurt yourself in the dark.
I think I can handle it, ma'am. I didn't want to wait. I wanted to find Stucky, to get the key and get out as soon as possible. The waitress was giving me a headache. Overeager fans always did.
Wait. Okay.
Hello? Mr. Stucky?
Carl couldn't make it. Unfortunately, he was taken ill. But I have the key for you and instructions on how to get to the lake.
Okay.
I wish you a good stay in my cabin. I'll come by later to check how you've settled in. And to meet your wife. I insist.
Thanks.
What is this game about?
Okay. So you play as Alan Wake. He's a writer, and he's
Cauldron Lake is a special
going on a retreat to a small town for inspiration because he has writer's block. And then some stuff happens.
I see.
You got lucky this time, young man. You can hurt yourself in the dark. This will...
Even that sounds better than your singing.
Are you alright?
Splendid, splendid! Damn hernia. It swells up like a balloon if I lift anything heavier than a spoon. Yeah, splendid.
The Andersons, they're, local musicians. We're waiting for Dr. Hartman to come pick them up. They wandered off from his clinic at the Cauldron Lake Lodge.
Huh. This game is kind of honestly like...
Heading back to work as soon
Oh,
as
shit.
Dr. Hartman gets here, Rose. Oh, but I'm not looking forward to the poison we have at the Park Cafe.
Bye, Mr. Wake.
Oh, man. This is making me want coffee.
Mission accomplished. The key?
I think you always want coffee.
I do. I always want good coffee.
Just in case.
I cannot recommend the coffee from my bookstore then. It is the cheap ass shit.
That diner was a...
Yeah. Sometimes even like expensive coffee can be like shitty. I used to really like...
This would make a wonderful setting for a
my brush?
Supposed to be on vacation.
No, I'm streaming.
Figure it out when we get back home.
Okay. We can
Coffee.
talk about this later.
There's a place near my house
I didn't want to talk about it. I
that
was in my head and saying
has coffee that used to be really good, but now it sucks.
I was a successful writer, but that was a long time ago. I hadn't been able to write a word in 2 years, not since my last book.
And now the weather. It's gonna be a clear night, so you folks in the big city might want to look up every once in a while, see those stars winking down at you. It gets pretty dark out here, but they'll light your way.
Oh, fuck. Is this copyrighted? Shit. I realized just as the song faded out. Oh, God.
I don't think I played enough of it for it to be a problem. And if it is, it's Apex's problem.
It's something, all right.
Diver's Isle.
I'll get you inside safe and sound before it gets dark. And I've got the flashlight.
I know. I'm okay.
Alice had a phobia. The fear of darkness.
Can I go this way?
Sure we were inside with the lights on before sunset.
No, I can't. Okay.
Are you sure you read the directions right? It's nothing like in the brochure. It said near the lake, not on it. Don't get me wrong. This is so much better. It's wonderful. Our own private island.
No wholesome building has like eyes like that. Name one building you know of that has like big circular windows that's like not evil. Squidward's house. Squidward's house is evil, bro.
Did you ever watch an episode of SpongeBob?
There's no way Squidward owns that house. Like
The house owns Squidward.
No, dude, like he totally has like a landlord or something. He's totally renting that. He makes like
Makes minimum wage.
Probably less than minimum wage because Mr. Krabs is a fucker. Salmon, hello?
The island had one
G plus B.
Maybe it would be that again.
Yeah, he makes minimum wage or maybe less than that because Mr. Krabs. And that's like it's a big place made out of stone. Squidward does furry commissions on the side. Nobody would buy them though because everybody's a furry under the ocean, or I guess a scaly. What's the furry equivalent of a dolphin?
Hell if I know.
I mean, if out of anyone, it'd be you or Apex.
I mean, you're right. Sometimes I think he pretends to not know anything because he actually knows things.
Skin theory? Oh, don't go posting your SpongeBob skin things, please.
Hello? Anyone here? A shoebox filled with books by Thomas Zane sat on the shelf. I'd never heard of it before.
Thomas Zane. Okay. Oh fuck! I remember this. Okay.
The Deerfest guests have already started to arrive. Just ran into one on the ferry. A famous artist, no less. But we'll see if we can rope him into an interview later on. Now let's go to the phones. Caller, you're on KBF-FM.
Hi, Pat. It's Rose.
Why, hello, Rose. What's on your mind?
I know who that famous artist was. It was Alan Wake, wasn't it? He's my favorite writer. I just saw him at the diner. Oh, I am so excited he's here.
I'm sure he's glad to be here, too. Well, folks, I guess the secret's out. This is Pat Maine on KBF-FM. And now some music.
Great. So much for keeping a low profile.
I love it when games do that. When they have like radio stations that you could listen to with like stories that happen. And this game, one of the reasons why I love it is because there's a ton of those. There's radio stations you can listen to. There's television you can watch with like shows. And they count as like collectibles. So this is one of the only games I know of where the collectibles like actually are interesting.
For a moment, the oppressive feel of the nightmare I had seen on the ferry returned. Damn.
Spooky.
I needed to get the power running in the cabin. There had to be a fuse box or a generator somewhere on the island. The cabin.
For Amnesia's notes. I've never played Amnesia, actually. And this game has like notes as well. Look at that BioShock. I don't want to play Amnesia. I don't like horror games where you can't defend yourself. I don't. That's my conceit.
There's probably
Not really. Like you can't attack. There's no gun. There's no sword, I guess. You can throw furniture. Yeah, but that doesn't do damage.
You can't kill the threat.
I'm fine with not being able to kill something, but I don't like gameplay that consists like entirely of hiding and running away.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I like it's like Outlast, right? I like the atmosphere of Outlast.
Mm-hmm.
But the gameplay of it, I think, sucks. You just run away and you hide.
It was a beautiful place.
It's just annoying.
I told myself I could rest here, sleep here, and forget about my work. I thought we could be happy here.
I thought wrong. Oh, that's gorgeous. I'd love to live in like a place like this, honestly. I mean, the Wi-Fi probably sucks balls, like across town, but
Yeah. Assuming there is any Wi-Fi.
oh yeah, there's probably no connection at all.
There's definitely no service,
No service.
especially on the lake.
You might get a shitty Wi-Fi network at like the library.
Alice? Honey?
And it's like enough to pull up Google on your phone, and that's about it.
Mm-hmm.
Alan, I'm upstairs.
Anything else takes 30 minutes to load. Oh boy, I wonder what the surprise is.
Well, hello there.
I'm not the surprise. It's in the study. Go take a look.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh my god, a purse. Oh, it's a typewriter.
What is this?
I guess I have a small confession to make. I thought maybe you could write here that a change of scenery would get you
Damn,
past.
Alice, everyone
Hey,
keeps...
hey, just hear me out. There's a local doctor, Dr. Hartman, in Marketplace. He has a private clinic here. He specializes in helping artists. Maybe
So now you want to get me committed?
No, it's not like that. That's not... Alan? Alan?
Just don't! I don't want to hear it! God damn it, Alice! God damn it! I knew she wouldn't follow me in the dark. I needed some time alone to think things through.
Don't be Dr. Hartman.
Damn it.
What? Is that a reference to something?
Alice? Alice? Alice! The cabin had gone dark.
Oh
All
shit.
the lights were out. Alice!
I can't believe Butch Hartman started a clinic.
What the hell?
Clinic where he makes your art worse.
Alice? Alice?
No, it's a clinic where he insults you and says that you don't deserve his help because you're not popular enough, and then charges you $5 million.
I made Fairly Odd Parents when he didn't make it.
He refuses to take any critiques or advice from anyone because he says that the people giving him critiques and advice aren't as successful as him and therefore don't know what it's like. And I'm like, my man, you
The crashed car felt like I had woken
like
from one nightmare and
developed the art style for a show and then backed away and let everyone else do all the work.
all I knew was that something terrible had happened to Alice.
He charges like $300 for
The phone was
commissions.
dead. I'd have to find help on foot.
So I just jumped into the lake and then woke up hours later with my car having fucking gone off of a road.
Among Alice's things,
Oh my god, it's Butch Hartman.
The Creator's Dilemma by a Dr. Emil Hartman. Seeing the
The
book brought back my
artist
fight with
community
Alice.
has taken to calling
I
him
didn't like it,
bitch
and I didn't like
fartman.
the guy's smug face on the cover either.
Oh, that's probably death, actually, if I fall down there.
The gas station was my best bet. They'd have a phone I could use. It looked like a long hike through the forest to get there. Damn.
Oh, rip Carcoon. Goodbye, Car-chan.
Of all the things I thought you were gonna say, that's not any of them.
We all miss Car-chan.
Hello?
Oh, God.
Hello? Is someone there? The loose sheets of paper were pages from a manuscript entitled Departure. That was the name I planned to use for the next novel I had never gotten started. I was named the author. I hadn't written it. I couldn't remember writing it. In the scene on the page, the hero was attacked by an axe murderer in the woods at night.
Oh, it saves... I see. Okay. Those are from a previous thing. Whoops. Okay. So, the cool thing is that this game has the manuscripts.
By Alan Wake.
Each time you get one,
The man turned to face
it, like, foreshadows things
It was hard to make him out
that are going to happen in the game.
that surrounded us, but the axe he lifted was plain to see. It glistened with the blood of his victim. He grinned madly, the shadow alive, distorting his features. It was a scene from a nightmare, but I was awake.
Anybody there? Please, I've been in an accident.
Never ever say that. Never yell that you've been in an accident to somebody, because that just means that they're probably going to kill you. You're showing weakness. Instead, if you get into a car accident, you should just die.
The lights up ahead were a good sign. Maybe I wouldn't
You
have to hike
should
all the way
die
down
like
to
a
the
real
gas
man?
station to find a phone.
Just don't get help and then starve to death in your car. And just die. Just straight up die.
Good advice from Vivian. Yes, more a bitch
The
fartman.
taken stood before me. It was impossible.
Oops. I really don't like that it it's doing this.
Barry took another sip of the heavenly coffee. He grinned at Rose. Surely this was love. Rose gushed on breathlessly. The new one will be a masterpiece, I know it. You must tell him not to listen to the trolls in the forums saying Departure will never get finished. He should take his time and make it perfect. I can wait.
Oh god. Fucking Alan gets fucking trolled on the forums. Alan is kind of Alan does some shit in this game.
Anybody there? Please, I've been in an accident. Hey! Hey, you!
Phil!
There's been an accident. I need help.
Listen, I need to...
Premium cabins for rent in
Oh, hell.
Carl Stuckey. Pleased to meet you. Non-refundable reservation deposit required. fair and square.
Cool.
The Taken stood before me. It was impossible to focus on it, as if it stood in a blind spot caused by a brain tumor and eye disease. It was bleeding shadows like ink underwater, like a cloud of blood from a shark bite. I was terrified. I squeezed the flashlight like my life depended on it, willing it to stop coming any closer. Suddenly something gave, and the light seemed to shine brighter.
Neat. You lose!
I had to figure a way out of this. Any second now, and Stucky would be knocking on the door with his axe like Nicholson in The Shining.
We're like, what, 20 minutes in, and we've had 2 Stephen King references? Jesus. Oh, yeah. Okay. So, check this out. This is one of the things that this game's kind of, like, infamous for.
Yeah.
So they did a promotion with Energizer, a battery company, for the batteries in the game. But the thing about the batteries is this. Oh, shit. Watch the flashlight in the top left. They drain incredibly quickly.
Oh my god.
You can see the sights and keep those cholesterol.
I wasn't about to open the door, as long as I was liable to catch an axe with my forehead.
Whoops. Please let me out. Let me out. Let me out. This is not a dance. Oh, you have to call the police first.
Bright Falls Sheriff's Station. How may I...
Hello?
Or not. What is he doing? Oh. Oh, he's gonna push me off the cliff. Oh, fuck. Oh, no, 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 no.
There were more of them. My head pounded with a concussion. I'd never fired a gun outside a shooting range, and now I just killed someone. Or something. There were no bodies. They just disappeared. If I was dreaming, it felt real enough to make me sick.
What the fuck did you just do? Did you kick it? Oh boy, I like to use that chainsaw.
The dark forest was the last place I wanted to go, but I had no choice. I had to get to the gas station.
Actually, it's duck season. That was really obvious. I'm sorry. I'll kill you to put you out of your misery. Sorry for making you listen to that pun.
It was either you made it or I did.
Yup. One of us. Is that a manuscript? Is that coffee? Resident Bandicoot? What?
Rose knew she had been gushing, but right now she didn't care. As far as she was concerned, her brief meeting with Alan Wake.
What does that have to do with anything?
She watched as he got
Chat, not the manuscript.
At ease with Wake, not like Rose. They were perfect for each other. She'd have given anything to be called their friend.
Seems like a linear run in the woods. Not really. You go to more than just woods. Sometimes. Originally, the game was supposed to be more open. It was supposed to be an open world thing. Actually, but they, the same thing happened to, like, a lot of games where just budget and time.
When I saw the river below, something uncoiled itself inside my
Uncoiled?
I realized that I'd have to find a way across. I didn't even want to look at the water.
I don't like that word, uncoiled.
If there is anything that I absolutely hate when I do, like, art trades or work for other people, it's when the character reference is obviously from, like, a 3D character maker or something, and I can't, like, read anything from it.
Yeah.
Alice for several days. It could mean that they were both on a second honeymoon, but Barry didn't buy it. Al had been way too unstable for that, not sleeping, messed up. Barry had years of experience dealing with Alan Wake, and he couldn't ignore it.
Several days? We've been here for like an evening. What's an art trade? It's, to my understanding, it's exactly what it sounds like. Two artists trade art.
Yeah. It's you make art for one artist, and then they make art for you in return. And it's typically meant to be like equal value, kinda. Like, typically you'll do like you'll both do full bodies, or you'll both do headshots of a character. It's kind of what Art Fight was. Art Fight was basically just a big... Well, actually, Art Fight was more of a big fan art contest to see which team could make the most fan art. I don't think the winner has been announced yet. Hold on.
Forgotten nightmare or a shadowy flicker in the corner of an eye in the forest at night. Not real enough to properly exist, and yet too evocative to fade away completely. Now it was waking up. The rider like a fly caught in a spider's web, each jerk and kick vibrating the strands that led deep into its lair. It was aware of him now, and it could use him. All he'd need was a little incentive.
Huh? Oh fuck, is that the cabin? Oh my god, that's awesome. Oh, that's cool. It didn't even like fucking tumble into the cliff, it just cracked in half. Yeah, I know it is. Oh, fuck.
Okay, yeah, no, the winner... Oh, that's a bummer. The winner doesn't get revealed for another 2 days still.
The shooting in this game feels really good. Proceed at your own risk. Logging area ahead. Oh god. I'm terrified of logs. Actually, you know what? I said that as a joke, but logs are really scary. This is not at all Indiana. This is nothing like Indiana. Indiana's not this cool. Like there are no fucking like mountains in Indiana. There are no pine trees. I wish I lived in a place like this. This is more like fuck, like Washington? Where the fuck Twin Peaks is? What were you gonna say?
What was I gonna say?
Oh, I'm sorry. I hate it. I hate it when that happens.
Well, it happens a lot with me because my brain, like, is run by a hamster.
Logs are scary because they can fly out of the back of a truck and smash through your windshield at 60 miles an hour.
Oh, I think I was gonna say that I would also like to live in a place like this. Like, minus, like, the constant fog.
Was revealed by my flashlight. Someone had hidden a chest of supplies near it.
Neat. Yeah, I'd love to live in a little place like this. Like I said, obviously, except for the Wi-Fi being shit, probably.
Yeah. Also, because, like, my dream job is to, like, either work for a company that manufactures roller coasters or to work, like, on the maintenance of roller coasters at a theme park. And it dawned on me today that if I were to work for a roller coaster manufacturer, I would most likely have to move overseas because, to my knowledge, there's maybe one that's in the United States and the rest are all overseas.
I didn't know that. Actually, that's neat.
Where
are they? Are they in? Let me guess, China?
The one that I'm thinking of, I want to be in,
Taken are filled with
darkness. Mavillard, is based in Germany. They're like the big one. Like, I'm sure that they also have, like, offices here for all the theme parks in the United States. Because I doubt that they would constantly want to have to ship everything here for the coasters they manufacture in the States.
Yeah. Honestly, though,
because I know, like, one of the big ones in the United States for the long time was, Aero.
The staircase was
Aero Development. But they merged with, I think it was Dynamic Coasters, and became Aerodynamic, and then they went under.
That's ironic.
They no longer exist. It's why a lot of their coasters also no longer exist, because no one knows how to manufacture the parts. Which is, it's very interesting, because, like, as uniform as roller coasters are, each company seems to have a way to, like, make their style known.
Shit. This game also has another really weird minor mechanic of your weapons are all you can mash the button to reload them faster, which is really good for, like, oh shit moments.
Yeah.
Oh fuck. Hello.
I was asked to draw. I'm pretty sure it has a nose piercing. But the thing is that I don't draw noses in my art style.
Around, There had to be something I could use to reach the top.
So I'm just ignoring the I'm ignoring the nose piercing.
It's if you added it anyway, when you don't normally do it in your art style, it'd make it stand out more.
Yeah, it would look out of place. I used to do noses, and then I didn't like it, so I stopped doing it. What's funny is that, like, I can sit and dissect where each individual part of my art style comes from, because I know what has influenced my art through the years, but to other people, they don't notice.
So I just got a shotgun.
A boomstick.
It's literally a boomstick because it has two. I think it's an over-under.
It looks like it has the weird run mechanic from Tomb Raider 2013.
Generator somewhere at the logging site.
I think Terminator? Jesus. Tomb Raider has the run mechanic from this.
There was once a Tomb Raider amusement park ride.
Mm-hmm. Do they still have the mummy ride operating?
Yes.
Okay, good. I don't know how I'd be able to live with myself if that wasn't around anymore.
Yeah, as far as I'm aware, it's still up and running at all Universal parks. I'm trying to... I don't think there's currently any talks of it being replaced, although I do think there have been talks of giving the ride a refurbishment because it's been a couple of years.
Final Destination was a good movie. I've never seen it because I'm afraid of it. Kind of. I'm afraid of the things in Final Destination happening in real life.
Yeah. I've only seen like one full Final Destination movie, and then I've seen like a clip of another one. The clip that I've seen is with the roller coaster kill. Which, interestingly enough, it's based on a real roller coaster, but they have edited like they took actual footage of them on the roller coaster, and then they like edited the coaster to put certain things on it. Because like one part of it is that like the roller coaster goes through a loop, so that way they can have the people fall out of it at the top of it because the lap bar fails, as you would suspect. But the roller coaster that they used, like, for reference in like all the shots, doesn't have a loop on it. It doesn't even have an inversion. It's just they had to like CGI the loop for the coaster.
Just outside for a breath of fresh air.
But it's also very inaccurate.
Night. I know most of you are probably in your beds by now, but if you're still up and around, take a moment. Step outside
Well, rather,
for a
it's an
spell and breathe in deep. The weather is absolutely still. The sky is crystal clear. It's like the forest is quietly breathing along with you. As you listeners know, I'm a night owl, and it's on nights like this I wish I wasn't cooped up in the studio. Makes an old man like me wish I could just roam wild. But here I am, and who'd keep you company all night long if I weren't? It looks like I'm not the only one staying up late. Caller, you're on the air.
Hey, Pat, it's Maurice Horton.
Hello, Maurice. What are you up to?
Well, I was just taking Toby on his walkies.
Oh, isn't it
Toby?
Sure, but Pat, the reason I called...
That's my car's name.
...rustling in the undergrowth and took off after it, and I couldn't find it.
Probably a rabbit.
Sure. Toby loves rabbits.
Well, sure.
Anyway, I figured that, if anyone runs into Toby, they could grab him. My number's on his collar.
And Toby's a friendly dog?
Oh, Toby loves people. Usually he comes back, but we were pretty far from home, and it sounds like he went pretty wild there. Great dog, but he's just too dumb for his own
Well, Maurice, it's out there now. Hope Toby comes home soon.
Yeah, thanks, Pat.
You have a good night now.
Okay, a couple things. First of all, if whatever I have planned for my life doesn't work out, I'd love to be a radio host. Like a late night radio host would be I feel like that'd be a really fun job. I think I'm a night owl as a person. Mm-hmm. I like when it's dark. Ooh, music. Whoops. I feel like I'd have a lot of fun time doing that, even if it would be kind of boring. Having my job being just existing and being charismatic for all night. Mm-hmm. And Mora, as to what you're saying, I'm afraid of the shit that happens in Final Destination because of shit like the don't look this up, I'm serious, you'll regret it. I'm scared of Final Destination because of shit like the Russian brick video, which is a video of a couple in a car in Russia, and a brick falls out of a truck on the freeway and hits one of them. And it's one of the most gut-wrenching and horrifying things I've ever seen. It's been so long I don't even remember it. But I shit like that just gets under my skin and I can't deal with it. Again, do not look that up. Don't.
I heard them before I saw them.
But
swooping down from the sky.
what was I saying? Hold on. Roller coaster.
At first, I kept finding the pages as if by accident. The book I couldn't remember was either a terrible and true prophecy or an act of creation that had rewritten the world. I began to hunt the pages feverishly, for they held the answer to the mystery. With it, I could save myself. With it, I could save Alice.
I mean, yeah, it does, but it's also like just kind of, just gut-wrenching from a premise standpoint.
But what I was gonna say is that the way that the coaster scene is handled is inaccurate, but something kind of like it actually has happened before.
I need to look something up real quick.
Okay.
I'm just here.
In the coast, cause in the scene you see that the last car of the train detaches from the rails and does what is called fishtailing, where it just kind of waves behind the car, and that is super unlikely to happen
Welcoming in the darkness.
because of the maintenance that is required to take place on any roller coaster.
Belly burster is the best with no monster dog.
But also because the fishtailing would almost immediately cause the train to come to a stop, because it would lose all of its energy.
Fuck. No. Ha! Get fucked!
But the reason that it's so highly regulated is because it did happen once. There's a very specific, I want to call it theme park horror, because it's just awful and terrifying things that have happened, have actually happened in theme parks, and have therefore led to regulations and things being changed.
So, okay.
Mm-hmm.
I've realized something.
Yeah.
I need to kill these guys so I can focus my brain. Oh, shit.
Okay.
I can just die? I'm sorry. So I realized something, and it's that... One, since I've already beaten this game, and I'm playing on Nightmare, whenever I get a manuscript page that I had already collected, it's going to not tell me which one I just grabbed. Which is annoying because you're supposed to pick them up in a specific order. Because they foreshadow events that are, and like they can give you hints as to what's happening and what is about to happen.
Mm-hmm.
And the only way I would know to fix that issue, that incredibly minor issue, is to start the game over on my own time, play back up to wherever I am, and then next time I stream this, I fuck. I can't brain right now. I just want to kill people.
Yay, do crime.
All right. Where the fuck did they go? Yeah. For now, we're just gonna have to deal with it, and I'm going to have to try again to fix it later. Nice. I remember what I was going to say, actually. I remember that the way that you unlock Nightmare Mode is that you beat the game. So I'd have to... Basically, what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to delete my save and then play back to where I am right now. And I won't be able to do Nightmare. Which is annoying. I don't think anybody really cares.
Fine.
I stepped into the gas station's garage. It was dark and quiet. The place was a mess. It looked like someone trashed the place, or that there'd been some kind of fight.
Hello?
Hello.
Alan Wake.
And I made
Yes.
my way toward it. Without any warning, I was blinded by a bright light. An old portable TV on the shelf had come alive by itself. Impossibly, I could see myself on the screen, talking like a madman.
Okay. Hello, Ligma.
Hello. Ah, yes, the game I made it 30 minutes into and then stopped.
I really like this game. I've beaten it before. I'm playing it anyway because I just want to show more people it.
I need to finish it.
You haven't missed much. I think I'm about probably around 30 or so minutes in anyway.
Yes, this is why some of this looks familiar, perhaps.
Jesus.
So true. You heard the man?
He's too thick for salad. What's this way? Caution, proceed at your own risk. Logging area ahead. Oh god. Oh god, logs. Oh, fuck. I think I missed something this way. Yep. There's light. There's arrows telling me this way. I fucking knew it. A flare gun. Hell yes. Basically this game's version of a rocket launcher.
Man's out of breath.
He's a tired boy.
Fucking exhausted. Give this guy a break.
The cabin on Cauldron Lake? She asked. The sheriff looked at me suspiciously. Light flooded through the office windows. I would probably never have gotten out of the woods alive without her help. But I couldn't tell her the truth of what I'd faced the previous night. She'd think I was lying or crazy. She'd lock me up. And she wouldn't help me find Alice.
Another shotgun. Oh. So, this is another one of the cool pickups in this game. Watch.
Those who advance it to elevate all of mankind. Newton, Einstein, Sagan, princes among men. But the price for such a legacy is steep indeed. In Night Springs.
There's television that you can watch.
A quantum suicide.
How long is the episode?
A couple minutes.
Oh, okay.
Change the script. Having called a press conference, Dr. Barclay Colvin is about to demonstrate that very courage.
Ladies and gentlemen of the press, I am Dr. Barclay Colvin, and I'm glad so many of you have joined me here at the Moorcock Institute. Tonight, I'm going to give a practical demonstration of the many worlds interpretation. As you can see, this is a loaded 9mm pistol. It shall be part of a thought experiment. And now, a real experiment, known as a quantum suicide.
Did he say suicide? Is that a real gun? He's kidding, right?
Please, stay calm. There is no risk. Observe what occurs when I place the weapon against my own forehead. Now, you might think this round is merely a dud. Not so. Observe the flower pot. And yet, I myself cannot be harmed with this gun. With each pull of the trigger, two new realities branch off. One in which the weapon didn't fire, and one where it did. With my machine here, I have ensured that this reality is always the former. I have bestowed upon myself quantum immortality. Under no circumstances can this gun kill me.
So wait. What you're saying is that every time you pull the trigger, in another reality, you die?
Yes, of course, but that's completely trivial. There's an infinite number of things that could happen at any moment, and they always...
This is really badly, like, synced up with the mouth, and that's really funny to me.
One thing did not happen here.
You're insane, Colvin.
That means that there was a timeline in which he went to go do this demonstration and kill himself point blank.
I stumbled on it. You fools! Gaze upon quantum immortality.
Poor Dr. Colvin, felled by the ignorance of the masses. Perhaps he should have left the crate Curiosity often kills the cat. In Night Springs.
I love these. There's a bunch of them. They super didn't have to like go and do that. They didn't have to put that much effort into it, but they did.
That's cute.
So the reason why the mouths were off is because I think Remedy's like a Swedish studio. They're somewhere from that part of the world. But despite that, they like to do live action stuff and put it in their games a lot, and it's really charming.
Cool.
You guys are talking about aliens and colonizers and shit, chat. I'm watching Twilight Zone over here. What's this thing do? What the fuck did that do? Oh, hey, Ligma.
Yeah, hi.
Do you know about the Energizer thing with this game?
Like the brand of battery?
Yeah. Look.
No.
So there's a promotion with Energizer for the batteries in this game. And look at this. Watch the flashlight. It's one of the worst examples of product placement ever because they're actively dunking on the product by saying, "Hey, it sucks. Your batteries are terrible."
Okay. Their whole brand is supposed to be that their batteries last the longest, and yet the batteries in this game last 2 seconds.
To be fair, though, it is for gameplay reasons.
Yeah. Once my roommate moves in tomorrow, there's nothing stopping me from going to the store and buying myself a tub of strawberry ice cream. I'm just saying.
Why can't you do that today?
Because I don't have a fridge.
Okay. Just eat it all.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
No, I will actually make myself sick trying to do that.
But it's worth it.
So be it.
Actually, fuck these people.
But my roommate is supposed to bring in a fridge when they move in.
I hope I get a good roommate.
I haven't talked to them about the fact that I'm trans or that I stream.
I had to tell mine because she asked the scariest question you can ever ask a trans person.
I can think of like 3 off the bat.
I'm not going to tell you because I like my fellow streamers to be in fear.
Good. As they should be. Lance says, why strawberry? Go fucking mint chocolate. Chip, you degenerate.
Mint chocolate chip is a fucking disgusting ice cream flavor. Get back in the cage.
I wouldn't say it's disgusting, but strawberry is definitely better.
Strawberry is my favorite. Strawberry is my favorite everything. I like strawberry a lot.
Fucking look at this. Look at this.
Strawberry.
Look at this Virgil over here. Jesus Christ.
Man, I wish I had those legs.
Dude. Okay. Bullet sponge.
Right, I have a shotgun.
Stucky's body vanished, leaving behind only a lifetime of nightmares to come.
Sorry, Mr. Carl Stucky.
Gas station alive.
Not mint chocolate. Yeah, mint chocolate chip is good. I will die on this hill.
I
So be it.
recognized the parade float I had seen in Bright Falls.
Oh fuck! Deer Fest. The Deer Fest float.
After the insanity I had just experienced in the darkness, the lights of the gas station felt comforting, at least for a moment. The sane world reasserted itself.
Hello.
Stucky spat on the garage floor and tried to shake the cobwebs from his head. Ever since the couple never showed to pick up the keys, things had been fuzzy. Feeling hostage. Stucky remained still as his brain tried in vain to process the pain on the floor. He stumbled back, knocking over a can of oil. A black pool spread across the floor while he struggled for a brief moment, then let go as the unrelenting darkness engulfed him. The Deer Fest had been 2 weeks away when we arrived. If the day count on the banner was right, I was missing a whole week between the night we got here and now.
Breaker's Farm apples. Pick your own apples.
The garage was a mess. It looked like someone had trashed the place, or that there'd been some kind of fight.
All right. I'll keep writing. Outside, there's only darkness. Outside the cabin, outside the story, there's only darkness. I can feel her presence in the dark. Just now, I could smell her perfume in the room. I'll reach her. I'll fix it up. I'll bring her back. The story will come true. If I stop, she's lost.
I don't believe this. It'd been me on the TV, talking crazy. Was I losing my mind?
One of my friends constantly puts like ADHD memes in their Instagram stories, and every time I look at him, I'm just like, why do I relate to this?
Holy shit, dude. Bards.
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 Bards and kickers.
Deli gum. Minty stints. Minty stints.
They sell propane.
And propane accessories?
But one of them is
Spooky Hoe.
Huh?
One of
on the sunglasses stand. Who is
sunglasses?
on the pink sunglasses? They're in like 3 different places.
Oh god, have I? Oh! Did I never go? I did go live.
I'm watching your.
Yeah, I think it is.
Chat earlier.
Yeah.
Spooky Hoe? Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
one of the ADHD things is you watch a movie, you put it on, 2 hours have passed, and you haven't watched the movie. There are 5 new tasks in front of you. You want to watch a different movie.
Bro, dude, they got Bucktooth Charlie. Montgomery the Mystic's Amazing Phantasmagoria. I like the word Phantasmagoria. It doesn't get used enough.
There's a task that needs to be done. It should take 10 minutes. You check the clock. It's been 5 minutes. You check the clock. It's been 2 days.
Oh, thank God, Sheriff.
Sheriff Sarah Breaker, you are...
I'm getting Facebook ads on Instagram.
In a car crash. My wife Alice, she's missing.
Calm down, Mr. Wade.
We were staying in a cabin on the island, on Cauldron Lake.
There's no island on Cauldron Lake, not since the big eruption in the 70s.
Please, I can take you there, okay?
You look like you've taken a pretty bad knock to the head. Are you okay?
Typical cop behavior.
We'll figure this out. Please get in the car. We'll swing by the lake and then we'll go to the station, okay? Mr. Wake, have you seen Stucky, the guy who owns...
Don't ask me that question.
I realized I couldn't tell her what had happened in the forest. She wouldn't have believed me. And then she wouldn't have helped me with Alice.
My wife, Alice. Alice is like a... It's certainly a name.
Your wife is gone, bro. Move on.
In a week.
Well, we beat the game.
Start shopping.
Oh, god damn it! Oh, fuck, what do I do? Do the thing.
Don't be a copyright.
La 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 la. This sucks because the licensed music in this game is really good. Fuck you. Thanks, Metallica.
We have a GYBY Pietretsku my can die. GYBY Pietretsku my can die.
Oh my god, you doing that? Is that the thing you're doing right now? Oh fuck.
Oh, yeah, I have it memorized. I need to tell me a YB. I need to tell me a YB. Pietretsku is be right big and long. It's be right big and long.
Alright. I could have skipped that at any time. I'm stupid. I thought there'd be like a cutscene.
Is this episode 2?
Mm-hmm.
This was the beginning of episodic TV game. Video.
This was not released episodically. It's just done like this so that it's more TV-like.
Okay.
It's a stylistic thing.
They did episodic games when they started to do like the
Taken.
like the digital downloads and the virtual the virtual store for games. So that way people could force people to pay for each individual chapter of a game. And then people didn't want to do that, so they stopped doing it.
Honey, I'm home.
Back here, sweetie. How was it?
Worst weather I've ever seen.
You should put some coffee on. It'll warm you up.
Yeah, she's gonna die.
Coffee's on.
Great, thanks. I'll need it if I'm gonna finish this by tomorrow.
Oh my god, their house looks so nice. Look at the wooden floors. The color coordinated like carpet. And,
This is how you can tell that Wake is actually a successful writer because he can afford this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which Wake? His wife or him?
He is.
What is she?
I actually don't remember. Yeah, Alan Wake wrote a bunch of detective novels. Fuck, QR code. Hold on.
Wait, let me whip out my phone for this.
Yeah.
Huh,
Local
turns
nerds
out-
without phones for QR code. I can't get it to scan.
It says...
Okay.
It's, hold on.
This is only in the PC version. And,
Okay, there we go.
I have it pulled up if you want me to read it.
Oh, it's, it Googles the statement. Huh, turns out this isn't too bad even if you're not sitting on a couch when you play it. Who knew? Huh.
It's charming.
That's weird and cool. And I think that building may in fact just be a... Yup.
Yeah, it's just a picture.
Just a JPEG.
I do not blame them.
Oh, hey, I just finished those cover mock-ups. They're on your desk. Tell me what you
That's Alan's model, and also
On occasion,
his voice, I think.
perform all sorts of miracles, my dear.
Oh, really?
Well, you seemed to think so last night.
Okay.
Is that a sex? Wow.
Go to prison.
Go to jail.
Jail.
Go to jail. Go to jail.
These look really good.
Oh, sure, until Barry gets his hands on them. Which, by the way, will happen over my dead
Can't wait to see these two people get divorced.
time was the last time.
This was a late goodbye. 13 years after I'd gotten my revenge, it had finally caught up with me.
Oh, this is an actual manuscript page, like of an actual book.
Painted snow red, a gruesome slushy, dissolved all the scattered painkillers and leisurely dripped down to the sewer, mingling with the bile of the city, becoming one with it. I can see them now, my wife and my baby.
I'm not gonna click on a Roblox link in my chat, Landon.
Will?
Divorce simulator?
I'm right here. I'm on it, honey.
Please hurry!
The fuse box is okay. That's a really weird map
Honey,
system.
It's a power outage. I've got the flashlight.
Okay. Hi.
You okay?
I'm sorry. I just...
She's afraid of the dark.
Don't worry. We'll just break out the candles.
I know it's stupid, but it's just... Especially when I'm not prepared for it, you know? It gets to me.
I love you.
Tell me a story, writer.
Okay.
God, I can't fucking wait until,
I used to have these nightmares when I was
after...
The dark really spooked me, too. When it got really bad, my mom gave me this old light switch. She called it the clicker.
The clicker, huh?
Yeah. If I ever got scared of the dark, I could just flip the switch and a magic light would scare the monsters away.
Oh, sure.
Here it is.
Alan.
Maybe it'll help you, too.
Yeah, nice story, writer boy. You made that up right now, didn't you?
No. Seriously.
I love you, even if you are a liar. Thanks for this.
So beautiful. I love love. That's I love Hallmark.
Oh my god, hold on. The present day.
How do you feel, Mr. Wick? Any nausea, disorientation, anything like that?
Oh god, Butch Hart. No, it's not Butch Hartman.
How are you feeling?
Nothing.
I'm okay. My head's fine. I had to lie about my headache and memory loss. He'd send me to a hospital for tests. I couldn't leave without Alice.
Very well. I don't think you have a concussion, but you've obviously been through quite a shock. You should take it easy for a couple of days.
Thanks.
Well then, Mr. Wick, we're done here. If the pain gets any worse or you experience
Okay.
any other symptoms, you should come see me. I'll let you get on with it then. Sarah, Sheriff Breaker is waiting for you. She's very good at her job. I'm sure she can locate your wife in no time.
She's a cop, though.
A small town doctor. Sheriff Breaker had called him to the station
I would
to
trust
take a look at
somebody
the gun in
who
my head.
wrote detective stories with a missing persons case
I'm
far
sorry you
more
had to
than I
cut
would
your
trust a
morning
cop.
fishing short for this, Doc.
Oh, she's a beauty, ain't she? Not the biggest I ever caught, if you can believe that coming from an old fisherman like me, but she's right up there. Now, she's a largemouth bass, which is what you're after if you prefer a lure. Now, if you want either trout or salmon, on the other hand, then it's fly fishing for you.
I don't know what fly fishing is.
Mr. Wake? Oh, doesn't really matter, I suppose. But it can be very relaxing out there. You can't get me off the water this time of year. Closest thing to heaven.
I'll take your word for it, Doc.
Is that a computer? Jesus.
Thank you for testing the lights, Miss Weaver. Everything seems to be fine. I don't have the
That is totally a Twin Peaks reference. I mean, she is. I know she is. But the sheriff lady has like a Twin Peaks-esque voice.
I never watched Twin Peaks.
It's good. It's really it was a big inspiration for this game. And a lot of other games. Also, while I was looking up QR codes, I'm fairly certain that you can't buy this game anymore.
Really?
Yeah. No, I'm fucking wrong.
On Steam?
I'm a complete moron.
No.
What?
I'm sorry. I'm like, no, you're not a moron.
The
But
sheriff is waiting for you in her office down the corridor.
Yeah.
That was Cynthia Weaver. I guess you can call her the town eccentric. She used to be the editor of the local newspaper, but she's focused on, other things these days.
She'd fit right in where I come from.
New York?
She's a little obsessed with maintaining the light bulbs of the whole town.
New York is
refuses
full
to
of
step in
eccentrics.
shadows, things like that. Back in her day, she wrote about all sorts of weird things in the paper. Bright Falls has a colorful history. Of course, what small town hasn't?
This one. The one I'm in right now. Nope. Oh, it's another radio station thing.
Yeah, it's Mulligan here. I'm at Stucky's gas station with Thornton.
Oh.
There's no sign of him. Over.
Wait. Yeah, this is Thornton. Look, we've located the brake float. It's here. That's some good news, right? Stucky's supposed to be driving it at the rehearsal today. Over.
Oh, give me that. Mulligan here. Looks like someone really thrashed the garage. Over.
Okay, roger that, guys. Keep looking for Stucky. James out.
Hello, manuscript.
Alice looked through the viewfinder, lining up the shadows. Cauldron Lake was breathtaking. Something caught her eye. A figure standing in the shadows behind the cabin, like a thin woman in a black dress.
It was me. Oh wait, no, it said thin.
No one there.
Whoops.
Bushes that looked vaguely humanish.
I will be back momentarily.
All right.
The sheriff wants to see you in her office, Mr. Wake.
Where the fuck is our office? Oh, it's
where it says sheriff's office.
the big arrow.
Wait, can you go look at the? Okay.
Yeah. Oh, these are devs.
Have you seen this man?
Knack for winning contest. Oh no, that's not a dev. That's a contest guy. They put him in the game. Oh, I love it when they do that.
What year is this game made?
2012.
So this guy has been. What year does this game take place?
2012, I think.
Have you seen this man? And they post a picture of someone who's been gone for 5 years? Okay. 5 years? Oh, wait. I'm gonna call that number. Hold on.
It's a 555 number, so I think it's fake. There's also 3 exclamation marks. Seems super professional.
Super.
Tell me if you get a sex line or something horrible.
That's happened to me before when I called up an existing number. So
The battery was dead. It's charged now.
Have you started looking for my wife yet?
My men are already on it. Now, can you tell me what happened?
I find that hard to believe.
I'm not sure. I can't remember. We were arguing.
Oh man.
The cabin on
You never say you're arguing to a cop
How did you end up at Stucky's
when your wife
gas
is missing.
I wanted to tell her what had happened.
This guy's gonna get arrested.
But I couldn't. She'd lock me up. Excuse me.
Verizon.
I was just thinking about Verizon yesterday, or earlier today. I haven't seen a commercial of them in ages.
Sounds pretty good. I envy you.
Who is this?
Oh, it's Crimes Johnson.
There's a hole in the fence on the left. Look inside the yard. Leatherwood National Park. There's a spot called Lover's Peak. Midnight. Don't do nothing stupid,
Mr.
pal.
Wake, can I help you with anything?
Watching you.
I need to get some air. The sheriff said I could go out back.
Of course, Mr. Wake. You can get there through the cell corridor. Just don't mind Walter in there. He's one of our regulars.
I thought he quit drinking for good.
Oh, no such luck. He went on a bender and beat Danny pretty badly. He started shouting like that the moment he woke up.
Hey! Hey, mister! Hey, can you turn the lights on? The deputies, they don't understand. They won't listen to me. I need it to be bright in here.
I hope I turn the light on and he just pukes.
Thank you, man. Thank you. Hey,
You could have just left out and funnier.
you're a good guy. Don't let anybody tell you different.
Can you turn off the lights? Can you interact with it again? Or is that it?
They got it all wrong. You with them, alright. Space alien.
That's awesome.
You right where you want? Will you just wait?
Is that it? Or does he have more features on?
I gotta try one more. No?
Nothing.
Then fuck
Fair.
you. Bye, bitch. Oh, actually, wait.
Question mark?
Human mask. To describe the dark presence as intelligent would have implied human qualities on something decidedly inhuman. Nonetheless, we found the one spot in the diner that was dark enough. Some light spilled into the corridor, ravaging it. But it took the pain. Horrible as it was, the writer would soon fix that. He would be coming to the one place where it still had power.
I love to write shit like this, but instead, I'm stuck in the content
The
mill.
early morning
That's
light
fine.
hurt my eyes and made my head ache. The man on the phone had said, "Go through the fence on the left."
Radio station! Oh, fuck yes.
Well, folks,
I love these.
it's a long night, and
Oh.
it's about time for me to sign off for a while. God knows I need my beauty sleep. Just one more item before I go. It's been a busy night for the sheriff's department. We've had a few broken windows and a report of shots fired on Main Street. Deputies Mulligan and Thornton had to deal with two intoxicated young men who were celebrating the completion of their Deer Fest float. Now, folks, we get this every year. I know it's exciting that the big day's almost here, but let's save it for the party and leave the gunplay for the shooting competition, huh? There's no point in getting all worked up yet.
Oh, shit. Shit.
The caller had told me to find a hole in the fence behind the
Ah.
police station. There was something for me in an abandoned car.
Jesus fucking Christ, Alan! Oh my god!
Your microphone vibrated right at the when you finished that sentence, and it really fit.
He just... Jesus Christ, he kicks hard.
Could have been rotted.
Wood being rotted? No, that's impossible. What do we got?
The kidnapper fired his gun one last time, and the shadow vanished into the darkness it had come from. See? Nothing. The thought of Alice in his hands was revolting. We stood on the wooden platform of Lover's Peak, the waterfall on the mountain behind us, the lights of the radio mast blinking red in the heights above. I fought with the urge to take a swing, force myself to speak. Let's cut the act now. Where's my wife?
Oh shit.
Alice's driver's license had been placed on the front seat. The caller meant business.
Barry?
Ow! Thank God! Where the hell have you been? I've been trying to reach you for a week, you and Alice. I've been worried sick. I flew out yesterday. I'm here in Bright Falls.
Triple D's.
Listen to me. I'm at the sheriff's station. Come and get me. I can't talk now.
Al, What the hell is going on?
I had to get the sheriff to let me.
He just hangs up.
I needed to get to Elderwood National Park to meet Alice's kidnappers.
Oh, fuck. La 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 la. Okay.
A writer is a light that reveals the world of his story from darkness, shapes it from nothingness. The way a sculptor carves a statue from a block of granite. If I stop, the world I'm making dies. Darkness will reclaim it. It's a long, hard journey into the dark. Alice's life is at stake, but I can't think about that, or I'll lose it. The dread lingers at the edge of perception. I'll push on. Anything is possible here. I'll write the story. I'll save her.
Neat.
Marvelous, Sarah. I just wanted to settle all the damage the Anderson brothers might have inadvertently caused on their recent and
I don't like him.
outing. They are not accountable for their actions, of course. I can assure you that my staff has been reprimanded.
Tor and Odin never...
Are you feeling any better, Mr. Wake?
I'd like to leave. Am I free to go?
Well, we still need to talk
Am
about...
I under arrest?
No, of course not. But I need to know where you'll be staying so I can get in touch with you.
I'd avoid the motel. The Majestic is known for its roaches. The cabins at Elderwood are pretty nice, though.
That sounds perfect.
I'm Dr. Emil Hartman. I'd like to invite you to stay at Cauldron Lake Lodge.
Did you talk to my wife?
I had the pleasure of discussing your situation with her on several occasions.
Did you set something up with her?
I invited her here. My clinic is a place where...
Holy shit!
Take it easy.
In front of a cop?
Hey, nobody move. Get your hands off of my client.
Who are you?
I'm Barry Wheeler. His age...
Oh my god.
If you have business with Mr. Wake, you talk to me. You yokels won't know what hit you once I stick my lawyers on your asses.
Yokels.
I'm all right. I don't want to press charges. Mr. Wake, my offer still stands.
Get me out of here.
What the hell was that about, Al? We don't need a replay of that thing with the paparazzi. I thought they were gonna lock you up.
Everything. He thought I was certifiable, but when he heard about the manuscript, I had him. The fact that I'd written something, even if I couldn't remember it, was enough for him. He smelled money. And he believed that Alice had been kidnapped. Anything beyond that was another story. I had a midnight appointment with the kidnapper in a place called Lover's Peak, somewhere in Elderwood National Park. The plan was to rent a cabin.
I don't like it, Al. I don't like any of it. It's not good. In fact, it's the absolute opposite of good.
Mr. Wake! Barry, you found him!
Hi, Rose.
Oh, wow. I was just thinking about you, too.
Great.
I was just bringing
Boy.
coffee. He's on the balcony.
Are you doing your shit again?
Thing. I really need to go. Great
What?
to see you again, Mr. Wake. Later!
This is Beans doing.
He's trying to get me to come pet him.
What an airhead.
So you're just going to leave him like that?
I will pick him up, I'll bring him over.
Yes.
Hey fucker, you're coming on the stream, buddy. You're coming on the stream, buddy. Oh, who's your buddy? Who's the boy? Who's a little ghoul? Who really hates being picked up? Okay. Alright, I'm sorry. He hate it.
I picked him up and held him. And then he went back to immediately what he was doing before. Oh, God.
It's not her fault. She's a very nice girl, and more importantly,
Holy fuck, it's Bucktooth Charlie.
fan site dedicated to you.
Colombian mammoth.
14,000 years old.
You know what?
That's older than humanity.
How old do you think humanity is? No, that was a joke. Okay. It took me a moment.
Seriously, Al,
Good.
What you were saying in the car? Just listen to yourself. You shot a guy, and his body just disappeared?
This is a public place. You know you're saying words out loud where people can hear them. I'm gonna just start doing that. I'm in the Walmart and I'll be like,
Are you high? Have you been drinking?
No! Look, Barry, I'm missing a week, and someone's got Alice.
Do you
and everything's just...
understand what it sounds like when you say stuff like that? Don't get me wrong, it's a good story, could be a bestseller. But when you start confusing fiction with reality, you're buying yourself a ticket to the funny farm.
Wait here.
So, I swear to God, I remember there being a collectible here. Like a thermos. You get coffee thermoses, like, you can pick them up throughout the game. But I think I picked it up in a previous playthrough, and it is continuing, and it's bothering me a lot. I'm genuinely considering next stream I play this to off camera just to fucking delete my save data and then play back up to where I am.
Yeah.
So
There are like coffee thermoses by the radio in the police station. And also in Alan's house in his flashback next to the computer where your wife is working.
did I miss them, or were they not there here?
They were not there.
Yeah, okay, then I definitely picked them up. That's gonna bother me forever, so I'm going to have to replay the game.
Oh no. How will you do that?
I'm almost done. Hey, Rusty, right?
Doggy.
Doggo.
I was fucking dead. I got scared.
Actually, I'm sorry about this. Would you mind grabbing the registration form from the desk? It's just across from Bucktooth Charlie.
Bucktooth Charlie.
What happened?
What happened? He asks as he runs away.
And meet a kidnapper? Those situations always end up in disaster.
Did you guys ever watch Cyber Chase?
I did.
This guy, Barry, sounds like one of Hacker's henchmen.
You hit your head. I mean, geez, Al, come on. You gotta understand how crazy all this sounds. If you're trying to pull a joke on me, freak me out, it's working. Ha ha, let's have a laugh on Barry. Well, you had me going there real funny, Al. You can quit it now.
Hello? Hello? Do you want to talk to me right now?
I fucking know Christopher Lloyd voiced Hacker in Cyber Chase.
Christopher
know that.
Lloyd? Jesus.
I didn't. Okay.
Oh. I guess if he was gonna tell us what happened, it's probably revolving around this bear trap.
Okay, you're all set, Mr. Wake. Glad to have you staying here.
Thanks. Can you tell me how to get to Lover's Peak?
Oh, sure. It's at the end of the nature trail. Just follow the paths, you'll get to it eventually. It's an easy walk. Nice spot, too. If you have any trouble finding it, just keep your eyes on the radio map.
Oh.
It's right below that. Oh, and hey, if you take a walk in the woods, watch your steps so you don't end up like Max. I guess I'm a little worried. We got a bunch of campers out there we haven't heard from. It's not like these people are on a schedule, but with the traps, well, you know. I just don't want any trouble.
Right, thanks.
Look, Al,
He's...
You're asking me to believe that you shot a dude who went into thin air, a guy who was bulletproof until you pointed a flashlight at him. You hear that from people who end up spending time in padded rooms, strapped to their beds, wearing white shirts with too long tangled up sleeves, and eating a healthy diet of pills. Al, you make
What's in store for me in 20 years?
who believe that kind of stuff. You're the skeptic. You gave me an hour-long lecture.
Okay, I did not mean to press E.
I'm gonna punch this motherfucker. I'm tired of him.
Call the FBI.
Damn it, Barry, they'll kill her.
That was really limp.
So funny.
I don't want to break the lamp. We're renting this place.
Tell me what to do to help, and I'll do it.
You stay here. And if
I like
I'm
the
not back
Hawaiian
by
shirt on
morning,
that guy.
call the
I feel like it really ties his character together.
I like Barry. I like him in a he's a garbage kind of way.
Italian.
Yokels are dangerous. Everybody
Bless you.
Oh, this place is trying to kill me. I'll bet there's mold in here, spores, poison ivy, God knows what. This is so not worth a 15% commission.
Damn straight.
Real funny, Al. Real funny. Ha ha! Thank you. I'll just sit here in the dark till you come back, or until I get eaten by a grue.
Oh my god. You fucking dork. You dork. Fucking eaten by a grue. That is a elder gamer tier reference. He like that kind of guy would not know that. Oh, he just kept the gun? I just have the gun. Okay. I'm not questioning it.
I feel like even if you went to the police station with the gun, if you live in the woods like this, people wouldn't really question it.
That's fair.
Barry had never gotten along with Alice, but he knew Alan loved her with an utmost intensity. And now something had happened to Alice. And here was Al armed with a gun and saying things people got put in padded cells for.
They love saying
his friend had experienced a massive psychotic episode and was now totally disconnected from reality. It scared the shit out of Barry.
Okay. Well.
I knew I should have gone to the cops. This wasn't the smartest thing I'd ever done, but I was still angry with Barry for trying to talk me out of it. These people had called me right in the sheriff's station. The cops wouldn't scare them, and they had Alice.
Fuck. Is there a crow in the trash? Spooky. Oh, fuck yeah.
Welcome back to the show, folks. As promised, our very own Dr. Nelson has just parked his rear end in the studio. Doc, what's your Beer Fest plan like?
My plan? You make it sound a lot more organized than I ever seem to manage.
Can you zoom in on those books?
I can try, but I will waste a battery.
Oh, sorry.
Conspiracies of Faith and the...
I'm gonna zoom in on that one. I have a screenshot. I'm just curious.
Within Side.
Sack race for us older gentlemen, huh?
Yes, exactly, Pat. But I'm going to check out the parade, of course. And I'll be one of the pie contest judges, too.
Have you ever had pie?
That takes a different kind of constitution.
Like the food?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Now, Doc, serious.
Frisch's has pumpkin pie every autumn, and it's like a tradition for us to like buy like 4 per season.
This is the most like heretical shit I've ever said, but I live in the Midwest and I've never had like pie really consistently.
I mean, I don't like covered pies. I think it makes the inside of the food soggy, and that's a bad feeling. That's why pumpkin pie is the best.
Mm-hmm.
Also, a lot of pies in the Midwest use lard, and that's an issue for me.
Yeah.
I don't like lard. I don't know what lard is.
It's pig fat.
Oh.
Or, well, traditionally it's pig fat, but it can also be other forms of animal fat. It's used as like a fat substitute in like pastries and sweets.
Yeah, it's meant to be like butter.
Mm-hmm.
There's these...
You know what's...
Say what you're gonna say.
I'm gonna make this even more heretical by saying that I have a pie grandma. You know what I mean?
Oh. How did you avoid eating pie all your life with a pie grandma?
Because I have her make me Rice Krispie treats and cookies and shit instead because she's amazing. I had the world's greatest grandmother. Anybody who says otherwise is wrong.
I have... Yes. Sorry,
My
I was gonna say
grandmother acts like a property.
Oh.
My grandmother gouged a man's eyes out. So I feel like we're like...
As all good grandmothers should?
We're on opposite ends of the spectrum. But what I was gonna say is that
Am I stuck? Oh, thank God.
my dad's favorite thing for me to bake when I'm home is like the Cheddar Bay biscuits from Red Lobster.
You being a baker fits you like to a T. Like, like that's perfect. Sorry,
Yeah.
but
You ever
Thank
made?
you.
You ever made
But,
donuts?
like I have a what?
You ever made donuts?
No, I want to though.
Oh fuck, blood.
It turned into birds.
We make like Mediterranean version of donuts called sphinge, and that's about as close I get. But
How do you
never-
pronounce? How do you say that?
sphinge?
Sphinge. Okay.
But my mom calls them like the diminutive name and always adds like the little eat at the end. I try to avoid that because it makes me sound like an idiot.
Your grandmother disowned your family because you didn't go to one Thanksgiving. It's not a joke. I'm gonna say this again. I'm outing myself as the worst Midwesterner ever. But Thanksgiving is the worst holiday. I will die on this hill. I'll die on it. It's the worst fucking holiday ever.
My grandparents threatened to disown me if I didn't go visit them once, and they were dead serious.
So my grandparents, my living grandparent is not in America, so I don't have to deal with that. And I'll still send a picture of what I was talking about because I like talking about food.
Sure.
But I know how they look like onion rings.
They're really good. I like to deep fry them twice, even though it's really unhealthy.
I see. But
Pull this up.
My dad's favorite thing for me to make is like I can make Cheddar Bay biscuits from Red Lobster from scratch. I have a recipe for it, and I don't like making it because it has not lard. What is it?
Grunge.
Oh, what are you looking for exactly? It's not lard, it's margarine, maybe?
No, it's like. What? Oh, wait, I have my recipe here with me, I think. Give me 1 second. I keep all my recipes in my sketchbook, so that way my dad doesn't take them.
This is the funniest parody of Twilight Zone I've seen in a while.
Shortening. That's the word.
Oh, shortening.
I don't like working with it.
See, I don't.
I like that Alan's just taking the time to watch this.
Your wife is missing, but you need to take the time to watch the Twilight Zone.
Why? Had it coming? Yeah. Well, why would you do that? I mean, you're a nice guy.
I use my sketchbook as also kind of like a journal, because I like stick stuff in it from stuff that I've done. As my memory has gone to shit, and I like to remember stuff that I've done. Like I have a plane ticket taped in here, and a wristband from when we went to the state fair, and a couple of menus from when I was on vacation.
I didn't like his face? Well, you must have hated it, because you really went to town there. I mean, there's no way to tell what he looked like. No ID on him either.
What's the
But then we
Oh, that was really well synced up with the mouth. That must be difficult.
Your son said you were wearing a white shirt.
I was about to ask where got the
It's plenty red now.
footage from.
Do you really think that's in any way relevant to me? I had plenty of time to talk to my boy before the cops arrived, you know?
Footage was like recorded specifically for this.
Am I right? You think he's ever gonna be okay?
But that it was like originally done in a different language.
Oh.
Because they had said that the people that made this are from another country. I can't remember what word she said. But that the game was originally in that language. And that they just dubbed everything.
Maybe you'll see me again, Agent. Maybe in the mirror.
All I know is that Juice insulted my cooking, so I don't make him stuff anymore.
Eesh.
I'm lying. I say that as if I don't.
No,
like,
don't worry.
I take food anytime I see my friends.
What's
Mostly
my opinion on clowns? I think clowns can be scary, but they're not always scary.
I considered making a little clown bunny because I want to have a whole collection of bunnies.
Are those flares?
But, yeah, I made the last time I saw my friends, I made mochi, and they came out really well. So.
The air in the visitor's
Oh no.
awful smell, as if some rotten drowned thing had crawled up from its grave. Rusty kept coughing blood. My eyes were drawn to the twisted shape of his broken leg. The attack had been vicious. Max whined in his cage. Rusty's eyes were wild with fear and terror. He gasped. Mr. Wake, it happened just the way it was on that page.
Oh no. So, this game was originally supposed to be open world. But they...
That would have not been great.
No, it would have been cool, because they had the open world and they had the day-night system, where at night it would get all horrible. But in the day, you could explore the town.
Landon, can I get some context to what you just sent me? Oh, I see the context now. I opened up chat.
Rose knew that Rusty was in love with her, and she liked him too.
Aww.
She liked him a lot. He taught her to dance, and life had certainly taught her the value of a man who was gentle. He treated her well, made her smile, made her feel good. But Rusty wasn't the prince of her dreams, and that tended to underline the unbearable truth. She was no closer to that Hollywood magic than he was.
Aw, that's sad.
The vision left me weak. This was no head injury. Rusty? Damn.
Rusty, hang on! I'm coming!
Please, help me! Anybody? Help me!
Loot. No loot.
The ranger's office was locked. I'd need a key to get in. Help
Hello?
me. Somebody back here.
At least Bucktooth Charlie's okay.
Mr. Wake? Oh, hell. It happened just the way it was on that page. I found. Came true. It knew. So dark. It'll come back for me. You must. The lights. In the office. I have the key. Okay, Rusty. Hang on. I'll be right back.
Oh.
Whoever did this couldn't be R. Rusty had found a page from the manuscript. It would help me understand what had happened. Shh. Good boy.
There's a line for it? Damn.
I don't remember him. Am I supposed to remember that guy?
No. I mean, I remember this moment because it's he is a dog.
Safe was to get the power running and the lights back on.
Is this written in past tense? Like, is this game viewed in the sense that Alan is writing a book about his experience?
No, dude, the pages are happening diegetically. They are in the story.
Okay.
Like literally pages that Alan wrote about the events that are happening are just appearing.
Yeah, so it's like he wrote a book in the future about what's going on right now, and he's reading it now.
But some of this stuff is stuff that he doesn't even know.
Okay.
Because it's like he's reading about the thoughts of characters that he barely knows. Like there's the guy in there that's his name's Rusty. There was a manuscript that I picked up earlier that was like that talking about how he was in love with a girl named Rose.
Oh.
Who we've also met, but we haven't seen the two of them interact at all. We might have actually.
In that last instant of consciousness, Rusty thought about Rose.
Oh shit.
Rose was barely out of her teens, but she made him feel young.
I like that Landon is having to like break out the
He still wore the ring. He'd been waiting for her to take it
break out the receipts. What's going on in chat?
Yeah. Thank you for that, by the way, Landon. Appreciate it.
I don't want to click on that video. What is that?
See, Ligma says
it's a video
that
of me
he's a
that
lot
Landon
of
made.
Ligma says that he's a lot of things.
I was too late.
What does that
Someone
mean?
destroyed the circuit breaker. There was
Well, I'm also thinking about how, like, anytime Nemesis or Mr. X appear on screen.
Oh, anytime Mr. X or Nemesis appears on screen, the only thing that I am is a whore.
I was trying to think of how to phrase that without having to phrase it like that, but yeah.
I appreciate your tactfulness.
It felt inappropriate.
Shit, I don't know which one this one was.
Missing page.
I turned the corner, afraid of what the flashlight's beam might reveal. Suddenly, a roughly painted symbol of a torch glowed in the light. Behind it, hidden by a rock, sat a battered metal trunk.
I think I've seen this already. Shit.
The visitor center was sturdy, but the
this one.
front of the building into splinters. Rusty was thrown across the lobby like a rag doll and hit the far wall hard. It didn't hurt until he tried to move and saw his leg bend the wrong
Ooh.
way. Felt the broken rib stabbing him on the inside. Rusty howled in pain and fear, suddenly afraid to die alone.
Be afraid, 'cause that's what you're about to do, buddy.
He's not alone. There's a doggo in there.
What?
You just need hunting licenses.
Okay, well that's true. I guess. I feel some kind of way about hunting sometimes.
I've never liked it.
I don't like the concept of like hunting for sport. Like
yes.
Like I understand if you're like hunting for food because like
I don't even like that. Right? Because here's the thing. Right now, in the year of our Lord 2021, how many options for food do you have as a person living in like a first world country? Right? You have a million options for food. Go to a grocery store, motherfucker.
Well, I guess I'm kind of on the same page where it's like I'm okay with hunting as long as you consume every part of the animal, mostly because generally
that and there's certain animals that if we don't hunt, they will overpopulate and cause problems.
Yeah, I know.
Like
but it's
deer.
Like, when people hunt animals, it's sometimes because hunting can be more humane than the way that we harvest meat. I didn't know how to phrase that, but
please don't feed the animals.
Oh.
Fishing is only permitted for those prisoners who purchase a park license. Obey the park ranger's instructions at all times. Rusty, no! Never! You approach closer than 100 yards. To bears and wolves, never approach any other wildlife closer than 25 yards. Pets must be leashed at all times. Never leave
Even simple berries.
Have you ever... I'm gonna out myself as a criminal, but I've done that.
Eaten berries from a park?
No, I've taken things from a park.
Oh, yeah. Of course, who hasn't?
Hold on, Rusty,
So
stop.
much for getting back to Rose.
I mean, she'll get there eventually.
Oh my god. Okay.
Everybody will. Sorry that you forgot that everybody's mortal and we're all going to die. Shit. Speaking of going to die.
And quick time dodging. Vivian God? Gamer? Vivian making them whiff. Oop.
I play Dark Souls, bro.
Oh, that's true.
I play Dark Souls, bro. Instantly gets fucking beamed by a sickle. Was he carrying a gun?
Looked like it.
Why didn't he shoot me?
You play Dark
Because I've been
Souls.
polite.
It's like the one hillbilly weapon that's just the butt of a shotgun that you don't shoot them with, you just hit them. In Dead by Daylight.
Okay, yeah, I was about to check. I've been trying to do the adept achievements for Dead by Daylight today and yesterday. And because they started using MMR, I'm not having a good time.
What the hell was that? I saw from the window. I saw something.
Playing the
Forget
fucking
about
building
Barry.
very.
It's just me going crazy.
Oh jeez. Oh jeez. You're not crazy. I wish you were crazy, but you're not crazy. Ow, be careful.
Stay in the cabin. Don't open the door for anyone. I mean it.
Fuck. Ah, I hate that shit. I'm reading them out of order. I don't even know what that one said. Oh well.
Lover's Peak was at the far end of the nature trail.
I just...
In the porta potty.
There's gonna be...
I was just trying to take a shit.
Oh! Oh.
Get sickled on.
I guess you could say that he went pretty sickle mode.
Oh. Okay. Landon DM'd me and told me that he wanted me to tell you he'll be right back.
Okay.
Yep.
No, wait.
I think you should go in that cave.
Is this progression cave or is this supply cave?
Or the third option, instant death cave.
No, it's Moonshine Cave. Frequent bootlegger activity throughout 1919 to 1933. There's more than that. That's what that says. Temporary storage.
Prohibition end?
I don't know. Can you imagine being alive during the Great Depression and then also they're like, hey, you're not allowed to drink anymore?
See, I've got that covered, so it's not a huge issue for me, but I can imagine it would be bad for everybody else.
Yeah, I don't drink either. but I do it for personal reasons. Actually, I guess religion is kind of a personal reason. I don't know if that counts.
I just drink because God. I'm not uber religious, but I have the guilt, so here we are.
See, that's your problem. The trick is you never feel guilty about anything, ever.
So hard because every day I feel guilty about everything, even if I'm just breathing. That sounds. I need to stop trauma dumping on your stream.
Dude, my stream is... I've mentioned my streams to my therapist, bro.
It's really. I made it my first appointment because I'm 18 now. I made my first appointment with my therapist today. And I really didn't want to do a telephone call or like a video call. So I was like, actually, secretary lady, I don't want to make a telephone appointment with my therapist. And then she called my dad, and then she called me back, and she's like, please make an appointment. Because I think she thought that I was like in critical condition. That was interesting.
Apex says that his flight is delayed yet again.
Fuck. Oh, I'm gonna die. I dodged! I dodged that. Oh, you fucker! You motherfucker.
And then do the stuff.
Lover's Peak was at the far end of the nature trail.
But I get a shotgun and batteries if I go to the cave.
They didn't help you there. It sounded snippy.
That's true.
Is this... you know what? I don't want to spoil the game for myself, even though I'm watching you play it. I keep wanting to ask questions.
Ask it.
Like, is this like a sci-fi game or a fantasy game?
Definitely more fantasy.
Okay. These games don't really give me the same vibe, like, at all, but have you ever played, or, like, heard of Kona?
I have not.
Okay.
What is it about?
Well, I'm not too sure, but I did play the first, like, half an hour of it, and you get into a car crash, and it's apparently a horror game, and I didn't know that when I downloaded it.
I just blocked a knife with this sign.
Bad bitchery.
Yeah, but I really like this game a lot. And it kind of got me hooked on Remedy Studios because all their games are like this. Like they have this amount of like charm to them. Or at least most anyway. They also did Control, if you've ever heard of that.
Yeah, I have it downloaded, but I have never gotten very far.
It's in the same universe as this, actually.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
It's a different...
This universe is fucked up, but...
It's a different threat in Control, but it's the same... Alan Wake is mentioned.
So, his, like, incident is known well?
Yes, it's... Control's like... It's basically like SCP Foundation.
I fucking love SCPs.
Yeah, it's extremely SCP. You should try it out. It's really good. It has the best furniture destruction physics I've ever seen.
Okay. I got to the part where you kill people at first, and then I stopped. I have a hard time following through with games I play.
Same. Honest to God, same. I rarely ever beat games. That's why I like streaming them, because if I stream games, I have, like, a psychological need to, like, I have to beat this. My viewers need to see the ending.
Well, also, whenever I stream, a lot of the time, like, that period of, like, 2 or 3 months where all I did was stream Arkham Knight, which is a game with a very linear ending. So, streaming doesn't really help all the time.
And then there's me who, like, won't start a new game until I finish a previous one.
That's also me. I feel like I want to start Resident Evil 5 really bad, but I can't do that until MGS5 is done.
From what Barry could tell, Al pretty much fell off the face of the earth when he left the diner. Rose was just the kind of fan that Al hated, but she really tried to help. She was smart, too. Knew a lot about what was going on in the town. Knew a lot about Al. Even knew who Barry was. Barry liked her. That was no big surprise. When it came to women...
Oh, fuck, you just reminded me that I gotta work tomorrow as well. Whoops.
Damn it. I'm on textbooks. I don't want to do textbooks.
Oh.
You shouldn't buy textbooks.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry about that. Textbooks, like working textbooks at this time of year.
Yeah, it's awful. But I think... Because normally we're like super behind. Like last year it took us through the entire month of August to get, to complete all the textbook orders. Because we fell super behind. But this year we're like ahead. Like right now we're literally only we're doing the orders as they come in.
Well, that's good.
Yeah. But that most likely means that I'm gonna
Great
get stuck
old
up.
one.
It scared me. That was frightening. I was frightened.
Oh, he's a thick boy.
That means that either I'm gonna get sent back downstairs to work the floor, or I'm gonna have to clean.
There's somebody else over there. Sorry. I'm
I
getting scared.
saw. Okay. Ow.
Alan Wake.
I am playing this, I should mention, on the hardest difficulty. Because I've beaten it.
That makes sense.
Oh, fuck me.
Jukes. Fucking go.
Fuck!
So I'm now up to 4 bunnies. Or well, 4 bunny characters. Because there's Cotton Floss, of course.
I'm like Vivian, where my viewers need to see the ending, but I marathon that shit in one day. Puzzle 2 Friday currently. I couldn't fucking continue. I was just that drained. I usually just finish the games unless they... I usually just finish the games I play unless they don't have an ending. Yeah, I honestly... The only games I can finish are games like this. Like linear games that are mostly single player. And where you shoot enemies a lot.
Usually just stream until I get pissed off.
Like, if I start playing any kind of sandbox game of any kind, I'm not finishing that shit. There's no way. I have like 500 hours in Skyrim, or whatever the fuck, some absurd number. I've never beaten it. I don't intend to ever beat it.
I did finish Fallout New Vegas on stream though, so that's like impressive for me.
I'm gonna tell on myself, I've never finished Fallout New Vegas. I've never finished any of the Fallout games. Like, completely.
Surprising for you.
Yeah.
It's really surprising.
Because they're too long. I get bored.
Fallout New Vegas did not for me.
And it's not that the game is boring. I love Fallout New Vegas. It's that
Oh yeah.
I need different flavors of delicious.
Flavored. Okay.
I talk about games like I talk about food because I'm a fat bitch.
Consume both. So.
Yes.
That makes sense on why you don't like Dead by Daylight. That's one flavor of moderately okay over and over and over again. Oh, skill checks! Just like Dead by Daylight.
Every time, because my brother has Dead by Daylight on his Xbox, and I swear to God, every time I watch him play it, it's just the same shit.
I know Dead by Daylight is on your wish list, and I'm like pressed to buy it for you just so I can force you to strip with me.
Well, it's one of those things where I put it on my wish list with the intent of buying it whenever it went on sale for super cheap, so that way I could play with my friends. And then all my friends were like, "Yeah, I don't play that much." I'm like, "Oh, okay."
EBD is the only game I've clocked more than 1K hours in, and that's kind of embarrassing, but it's cool.
Mine is Team Fortress 2.
That's... You know what? No. I choose to be nice today.
No, actually. What are my hours on Dark Souls 3?
I see you opening Dark Souls 3 on Steam a lot. At like kind of sometimes ungodly hours of the night, or like moderately godly, I guess.
Yeah.
It's 2 in the morning. Time to open Dark Souls 3 because that's what helps me sleep at night.
It ironically does. Honestly.
I was going to buy the Dark Souls games for the Steam Summer Sale, but I did buy the Resident Evil collection instead.
You would like Resident Evil more than you'd like Dark Souls.
I would like Dark Souls a lot, kind of, because I don't know. I am liking Resident Evil a lot so far.
I am a little bit.
Oh! Oof. Jesus. Okay. Oh, that guy's got moves. He's slashing at you.
Oh, that's interesting. Because I was like, well, what? Because I knew that Team Fortress is the one that had the most hours clocked on, and I'm like, well, what one comes after it? And it's Terraria.
That also makes sense.
I followed by Slime Rancher.
Slime Rancher 2. I'm prepared.
They fucking disappeared.
They're porting Slime Rancher to the Switch, and you bet your ass I'm about to spend $20 on the same game twice.
It wasn't already on there?
No.
I only have one game for the Switch, and it's Animal Crossing.
If Slime Rancher was already on the Switch, I would have gotten it on the Switch to begin with.
Switch games are too expensive.
They are. That's why I don't have a ton.
I want to play like Breath of the Wild because I've never played a Zelda game and I've heard that one's really good. But it's like, man.
The only games I actually actively play on Switch are Animal Crossing and Hollow Knight.
I have 1 bullet and no batteries.
I also
Hollow
have.
Knight pissed me off so much that
I have Pokemon Shield that I don't play nearly as much as I thought I would because I was very stupid. Because basically in all the Pokemon games I play, what I do is that I beat the game and then I try to go back to fill out the Pokedex. And for Shield, I was like, oh well, I'll do it as I go through the game because I can transfer Pokemon from Pokemon Go. And then I got so overwhelmed with having to evolve everything to fill out the Pokedex that I don't want to, like, I can't get myself to progress.
I also have a hard time progressing in Pokemon games, but that's just because I don't know how to make it out of the movie theater.
Huh?
There's a movie studio in Pokemon something that I have, and I don't know how to leave.
The Oregon Treaty. That was my last bullet, and I used it to desecrate history.
It was really funny. Enjoyed that. Enjoyed watching this. Tree felled by storm. Felled.
Mount St. Helens.
What? Oregon? Oh my god. This explains Life is Strange.
I don't think this was... Yeah, no, this is in Washington, not Oregon.
This still explains Life is Strange.
I'd love to live in Washington, honestly.
Yeah, I've actually been looking into
I don't know how many gay people there are
Seattle
in Washington,
University
though.
for my grad school because I've always wanted to go to Washington.
Seattle's a beautiful place. I've been there.
I've always wanted to go. And like Oregon as well. They're next to each other, so that's beneficial for me. I also love the rain.
Oregon is also beautiful, but it's inhabited by absolutely psychotic human beings.
So, a very unfortunate thing for me is that I had transferred schools between 6th and 7th grade. So, like, I started a new school in 7th grade. And in doing so, I missed 2 different trips. Because the schools that I transferred to went on a trip 6th grade year. And the school that I transferred out of went on a trip 8th grade year. And the 8th grade year trip was to Washington.
Oh.
And so I didn't get to go because I transferred schools. And the schools that I transferred into went to Chicago. for a weekend. So I didn't get to do.
Third grade.
Although what's funny is that I was at the school long enough for everyone to think that I had gone on the trip. And so they'd bring up stuff and be like, oh, do you remember when this happened on the trip? I'm like, I wasn't here.
That must have sucked. Sorry.
Yeah, it's alright.
Our school was banned from going on field trips altogether. We were not allowed to go on field trips because one time a bunch of kids were on a field trip to the Cincinnati Zoo and they stole a bunch of stuff. So we were banned from going on field trips ever again. Except for the drama club, who went to Disney. And it was really interesting because everybody had to pay their own way. So all the kids who couldn't go, or like all the kids who couldn't afford to go, were like shoved in the library for like a week or so. That's how long they were gone. They were just really quiet. Alan, you're gonna die. This is what people mean when they say they see the shadow people.
Come on, we gotta get moving. More of them coming.
Hello. Hi, you.
That flashlight's kid stuff. The flares won't keep the bastards away.
Thanks, but flares run out.
You can see them too? Hell, of course I see them. Come on, we gotta move. Why? Because that's the way the story goes.
Vivian, can I ask you to revisit what you said when you said there are psychotic people living in Oregon?
Oh, there's a lot of right-wing loonies. Like fucking what's the word?
I thought the West Coast was different.
No, it's Oregon specifically just has a lot of nuts people.
Okay.
Like the kind of people that start like fucking like the Patriot militia. That kind of person.
There was no way this was a coincidence. He was the kidnapper.
You know, lots of dumb motherfuckers living in the woods over there. Which is a shame, because it's a beautiful state, and it's Oregon, like Portland specifically, is like, if not for the people that lived there, it'd be my dream city.
My dream city is not in the United States. It's somewhere. I don't know where. It's not here. I also want to go to Alaska one day.
Same, but I also hear that there's also a lot of right-wing people in Alaska.
I know that. Yeah, that's what I've heard. There's that one senator of Alaska or whatever, where she was like,
Sarah
I can
Palin?
see Russia from my house.
She probably could, actually.
I don't think that's true.
I swear there's some. Please shoot at the enemy.
Also, yeah, I think it was her. I am mildly frightened of moose.
How do I? How do I use?
It showed you. It showed you how to use flares.
I'm pressing middle mouse.
I don't think it's middle mouse.
What? Huh? How do I flare? It's middle mouse button. Can I change that?
You know what pisses me off an irrational amount?
There we go.
Overly complicated mice. Computer mice. With all the buttons. Those make me mad.
Mine isn't overly complicated, it just has two small buttons on the side.
Oh, no, I wasn't, like, faking you. I was just thinking about, some computer mice that I've seen at, like, Micro Center.
Yeah, like
10,000 fucking buttons.
the ones that have the fucking calculator on the front of them. Like fuck that.
Pretentious bitch. Use a controller.
You want to know something ultra cursed?
Yes.
I know somebody that uses my sensitivity's fucked.
Dizzy.
The fuck have I done? Ah, that's why. There we go.
Are you kidding? Give me the gun. No time for back talk. Hold him off.
I had a shotgun. I completely forgot what I was gonna say.
You were talking about, do you want to hear something else cursed? And
Oh.
you said my friend uses...
It's not my friend. I know somebody that uses a mouse and then half of a controller.
Okay.
They use the mouse for aiming and they use the half of the controller for moving in FPS games.
Okay.
It's a specific product. It's horrifying, but it works. It does work, but it's like it's a weird Frankenstein of both things. Your brain doesn't like process it the right way.
This guy needs to shut the fuck up. I'm gonna break him.
That's a heart.
Yeah, I get it, because it's a lover's peak. That's so funny.
This is it, Wake.
That's
More players here. Get ready. We fight them as long as they keep coming.
Please give me the
goddamn gun. They're coming. That's not how this goes. Get with the program, Wake.
Can you kill this fucker?
Hear that? It's them.
He's yelling at me.
Don't yell at me, I'm sensitive.
Yeah, Beanzer, don't yell at me. I'm sensitive. I'm really not that sensitive. Actually, am I? I don't know. I always feel like you can't make judgments and shit about yourself. You have to rely on what other people think of you. Sorry, is that weird?
No. I'm just kind of... My brain was working on a response very slowly.
These are like...
You make some judgments about yourself. You're not necessarily always, like, correct, but you can make them.
Why are you shooting at them if they're not even fucking... like, darkness?
He doesn't seem the brightest.
Ironic.
I am good.
Come on. Come on, fucker. Jump! Whoops. Oh, I'm going to die. That's a thick fella! Where are you going? I just die? Oh, piss! I'm gonna end it here soon. Will I ever do a Hotline Miami stream? Yes, that's in the cards somewhere. That'd be a fun game to do.
I stopped playing Hotline Miami after a particularly difficult moment.
Difficult as in story difficult, or difficult as in hard?
Gameplay difficult.
Which one?
I think it was a club that was made of glass.
Was this in 1 or 2?
It's in 1. I still need to play 2, but I don't play sequels in the wrong order. Video game. I have I guess, anger regulation problems with video games. Like, a couple days ago, I was playing Metal Gear Solid 5, and I was having a really hard time, and I broke my tooth. So I need to be careful about how I consume media.
Yeah. I really rarely ever get, like, really angry at a single-player game. Because I fucking broke my anger reservoirs playing Dark Souls 1 as a teenager. My salt is entirely, like, competitive multiplayer. I cannot, dude, I can't.
I'm pretty okay with competitive multiplayer because I know I'm good at what I do. That sounds cocky, and because I am, because...
It makes playing fighting games really hard because I'm bad at them. But I love them.
I'm a button masher.
Me too. Please shoot at my enemies. I'm begging you, my dude.
I already died. You're not doing much, friend. I promise you're not doing much. Does Outlast Trials get pushed back again?
I don't know.
Hold on. Speaking of things getting pushed back, you guys excited for Halloween Kills?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh fuck, he just did a flip. Just get very, very pissed off now. I just cry instead. Not sure if that would be devolving or evolving. Well, Street Fighter 2 M Bison Slide Kicks fan.
I've read it all before. You're a hell of a writer. Congratulations.
It's supposed to be
You're gonna bring about something
2021.
glorious and terrible once we get you some proper editorial control.
Can you?
What the hell are you talking about? Where's Alice?
I want the entire manuscript, or she's gonna suffer bad.
You touch her mouth.
Yes! Sorry, that was cathartic. That felt amazing. I felt that punch. He said suffer bad, but he drew his fingers over his throat. Are you gonna kill her, or are you gonna torture her? I would love you to change your mind.
Shoot him.
You need to kill this motherfucker. Come on, Alan. Kill this bitch.
I want to get to the chapter end.
Actually, Landon, it was not that level. I beat that one.
Come back here!
Think. They look similar. It was literally a club with like disco balls and flashing lights.
Tried to explain to me how it felt to be afraid of the dark. To her, darkness wasn't simply the absence of light, but something more tangible than that. It was something you could touch and feel. Worse than that, it was something with a mind of its own, something malicious and malign. For her, things changed when they were wrapped in darkness. They turned into something else, something foreign, and nothing was safe or innocent anymore. I'd never really understood what she meant. He had Alice, and he wanted the manuscript because he thought it held some magical power, but I had no manuscript to give him. I had to get back to...
Actually, I do. Pretty much. Because I've beaten the game before and I've gotten most of the pages, but...
Just like Slenderman. Just like Slenderman.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you're talking about Push It? I think I remember Push It. Hotline Miami...
Still Hotline Miami, okay.
Hotline Miami is a game that I played on a shitty laptop with slowdown in 2014, and I love it.
It is... Okay, Landon, it's not Push It. You know what? Hold on, let me open the game really quick.
Oh.
Did I uninstall it in my rage?
Oh my god, look, it's the Trapper from Dead by Daylight.
Do not tease me so.
Bear traps have never been scary for me until, or after they had the bear trap fist in Fallout.
The only time bear traps really unnerved me was in Quiet Place 2. Messed me up just a smidge because it was a child. Probably shouldn't have said that. I'm sorry. Spoilers.
I don't care. I didn't watch the first one.
Yes, Landon, that's the bitch. That's it.
Because there was something about him she couldn't quite put her finger on. Something that reminded her of her father. She didn't think Wake would hurt his wife. Then she thought about the way he waded into Hartman. That hair-trigger rage flaring up without warning.
See? Cop behavior. Sorry, I just... Cop. Cops will be like, you're getting emotional? You must be able to kill. You're having a breakdown? I'm in danger.
I don't even want to get into that. I don't even want to get into how much I hate cops.
Video game cops. They get mad.
I like, I like cops in games because they're a fantasy of a system that functions.
I don't want to get into this too much because I could get into it for a while, but it honestly depends on the way the cop is portrayed. Because, like, you know, in media, cops are depicted, like, to do bad things, but we as the audience are supposed to interpret them as, like, things that they should be able to legally do. And it's propaganda all over again.
Hi! How about you go fuck yourself, actually?
The biker wasn't very hard for me, Landon. It was okay.
Would you accept Jacket Hotline Miami as a Dead by Daylight?
I've seen a lot of concepts for that. I guess maybe. I don't really see him as like killer, I guess. I see him more as a like victimized character. I haven't played through the whole game, but I do know what happens.
Jacket is very much not a victim. He's like kind of a monster.
He's
honestly, like, that's I guess that's kind of a spoiler maybe, but I mean, he's an asshole.
in the sense that, I guess, like, as far as I've gone, he's either being blackmailed or he's suffering from delusions, so either way. I like his chicken hat, though.
I cosplayed as him once.
Nice.
The night had been one desperate situation after another. I was exhausted, and my body felt as though it had been chewed up and spat out. The flashlight was heavy in my hand, and each pull of the trigger sent a painful shock up my arm. But I was finally out of the woods, and things were looking up. That's when I heard the chainsaw.
Holy fuck, is it gonna be Hillbilly Dead by Daylight?
Speaking of tragic characters, number 1, Mac Thompson Jr.
It made no sense. It was clear that it had just fallen here. It was very old and obviously hadn't flown in decades. Looking at it sent a shiver down my spine.
I think Hillbilly's lore is the only thing Dead by Daylight did well in terms of lore in general. Everything else is shit.
No. Michael's is okay. Because it's the fact that he went in there willingly. I think that's cool.
Oh, I was talking about tome lore, I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, I don't know shit about the tomes. I don't read that shit.
They retconned one of the characters and made her racist.
Yeah, I know. You have mentioned this.
I'm sorry. I just...
No, you're right. What was the one for Bill? It was just like, hey, Left 4 Dead happened. That's my tome.
I didn't read Bill's. I just got the pretty cosmetics because I main him.
I wanted this to be a Left 4 Dead stream, but Apex is not here. So I had to improvise.
I missed that game.
He's currently at the airport.
I'm aware. That's why I'm doing this. This was... all the stuff I did today was mainly a second choice, I guess. But I think it worked out. I ended up playing some cool, weird things.
As long as you're having a good time, it's your stream.
I get to play Alan Wake again, and I remember how much I love this game.
Can you not climb that?
I should be able to. I have to. Or I'm a moron and I have to go this way. Yup. There's no way I'm gonna get this chapter done tonight, but I'm going to try. Only leveling up Bill to get his Unbreakable perk. That's... I'm a moron. You just distracted me with Dead by Daylight. But that's something... That's something I don't really like about Dead by Daylight. It's that any character can have any perk from anyone. Which is cool for build variety, but at the same time, it's also like, it makes all the killers feel a little bit less unique.
Well, I think that the killers rely on their power for uniqueness.
I know.
And if they do fall short, it's an issue with their character design as opposed to...
Yeah, still, I think it'd be... Part of me wishes it had been, like, each character has, like, one perk that's just theirs that only they can use, and they get two other they can teach. That's kind of how I wish it was.
That's fair, but at the same time, I think most of the perks in Dead by Daylight are not good at all.
Yeah.
And they're not viable to play with, and that would work if all of the perks had merit.
It's like...
They don't.
It's like...
Like, all these perks have absolutely no value at all. Nemesis, Zanchin Tactics, or anything that he has are
Nemesis... Nemesis is alright. Because it lets you...
has Lethal Pursuer option. Those are Lethal Pursuer is great. It's incredibly good.
No, I mean the perk Nemesis.
Oh, my bad. See, this is the folly of them having a character named Nemesis and also the perk in the game.
The perk Nemesis lets you change who your obsession is, which is usable. I've seen Otts use it.
Starva.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, him. It sounded like I have beef with him. I don't.
What's your opinion on him, by the way? I used to... I've been kind of a follower of his because he did Dark Souls stuff a while, like, years ago.
Yeah.
But I think his Dead by Daylight content is good.
I think, I mean, I do like him. I think okay, yeah, I figured out what I'm gonna say. I think his influence on the community is a little much because, like, if he says, oh yeah, this killer is S tier, everybody will agree with him. And, like, if he recommends like a perk build, everybody is going to start using that perk build. And, like, his pull on, like, his following is so incredibly strong that it affects, like, if he puts out a video at the start of a week, it affects the perks of the people you play against for that week.
Oh, that's...
And it kind of makes things boring. So I don't really have an issue with him. I think he's a good killer. And he's a funny guy. I think he's really nice, and I appreciate the fact that he's a normal Dead by Daylight streamer, because a lot of them have their own problems, should I say. But I wish people listened to him less.
Yeah. I do remember his Dark Souls content. Fuck me.
Dodge, though.
How can it save money if you have to buy, like, bullets?
I want whatever voice filter they have. Just kill, like, any dysphoria that's like lingering on me.
It's cool.
Let's stream with this.
Oh, fuck. Part of it, I think, is like the way that they talk. The specific, like intonation of the way they say things.
Exactly. Yes. Also, Bill. Sorry, not to go back on this, but
Fuck.
Bill has other good perks aside from Unbreakable. Left Behind is pretty good if you're doing solo queuing, which I wouldn't recommend.
Oh, fuck. I thought that was gonna fall. Oh god, it's Venom Goo.
Nemesis just seems like not the person, the perk. It just seems like killer's object of obsession. I think another aura reading perk would be more valuable than Nemesis, mostly because there are a lot of them that are more like viable, like barbecue. But it's good to start out with. But anyway, I'm gonna say this and then I'm gonna be done with the Dead by Daylight for a while. But the thing about killers having poor perks on them is that like a lot of people, and honestly because it is, regard Infectious Fright, which is a plague perk, as necessary to have on Oni.
The modular arm had been pushed off the cliff. Deputy Thornton climbed up from the wreckage excited, breathing hard from the exertion. Nobody there. It's weird. Don't you think that's weird? Bored, mulligan at a mighty sword. Hell, it's always weird, Thornton. Just a question of sorting out what kind of weird it is this time around.
Oh, hell yeah. Ha! Science, bitch!
I'm gonna clip that.
I wish I would have died. That would have been funny.
I'm gonna cut it off right before you hit the ground so it seems like you did.
When Barry saw the dogs attack the visitor center, the men Al said he'd shot, they hadn't been just locals on Crank.
On Crank?
Somehow the world had changed. Like the channel had been switched without warning. You think you're watching a sitcom, and you're really watching a horror show. When the birds started attacking the cabin, Barry wasn't surprised, just terrified.
The Birds. Ever seen The Birds, the movie?
I haven't, but I know what it's about.
Yeah, it's about the birds.
I have a fear of I have a fear of birds.
Really?
I do. I was attacked by a swarm of seagulls when I was 4 and it never went away.
Oh, damn, dude.
No, it's a little funny. It's okay.
Oh, man, like, horror stemming from traumas, like, that sucks. Sucks the world does that.
I think horror stemming from trauma is a bigger... Well, I would go on a tangent again.
It's effective, yeah.
I think it's okay to do it with, like, phobias, like birds, but less okay to do it with, like, other things.
Mm-hmm.
My friend's watching a TV
Get
show,
fucked.
actually, like, right now, and they just tweeted, like, man, horror shouldn't have that kind of stuff in it as often as it does. And they're right, because that's really bad. I have to use special websites to make sure that that's not a media I watch.
Yeah, I kind of wish some horror, like some movies would just have like, I don't want to sound lame, but like content warnings, right? And I get for some things that can spoil shit. But at the same time, still. Hello?
Yeah, it's like,
That's a new one.
Shadows stirred and the wind picked up as I ran through the forest. I felt the dark presence turning its gaze toward me. Then the moonlight was blotted out by dark shadows that raced violently across the ground, moving too swiftly to be natural. Darkness gathered between the trees and melted again to reveal the Taken. No natural path had brought them here.
So the Taken just like teleport in, basically.
It wouldn't let me write the word bitch in your clip title. It said use nice words, and that's okay, I guess.
Say use science, B word.
I just put an asterisk there. That's on me. But yeah, I agree with you. I think some horror should have content warnings. And like stuff like that shouldn't, like you were like saying that could be a spoiler, but like stuff that necessitates content warnings like that shouldn't be
I'm talking yeah. But I'm also talking about like gore, right?
Oh, yeah.
Like
yeah.
I mean obviously most horror fans are like fucking immune to gore, or like they're like they celebrate it for a lot of people.
Yeah, I'm a gore pig. I love gore in my movies.
But it makes it really hard to like. I remember, like a couple years ago, I was showing Apex Shaun of the Dead.
Oh no, okay.
And that movie it's fairly like light on violence, aside from a couple moments. Except for this one bit where a dude gets pulled through a window, and then you just see him get ripped apart. I forgot I had a gun. And I forgot that he's still alive.
Usually what I do is I just go through the movie before I know that one of my friends who has a problem with like certain stuff watches it, and I find the timestamp and I just grab over it.
You see, that's the thing. I'm indecisive, and I don't plan ahead ever.
Oh, okay.
So I don't often do things like that.
Well, Common Sense Media is a good website.
Yeah,
for,
yeah. That's actually what I use most of the time.
I think reading the kids reviews on Common Sense Media is incredibly funny, because it'll be like the most gory film ever, and some 13-year-old will be like, "I didn't think it was so bad. I thought it was okay."
I would love to like look up Christian reviews of movies like Hellraiser and like The Thing, and just like, there is quite a lot of violence in this film. I think that's extremely funny. Oh, look at this Resident Evil 4. That is a big circle. Hey, actually, go fuck yourself. Oh my god, the damage on that. I don't give a shit about managing resources. Fuck you. I'll pour as many fucking... There you go. Who the fuck do you think you are? You're fucking trash. I'm like 90% sure this is the end of the chapter. Engaging in hubris. Yeah, I'm probably gonna end in a bit, Hylian, so you're kinda... Your timing is a little unfortunate, but I am happy to have you here.
5 hours.
I have been going for 5 hours. I've been almost doing a desert bus.
That's impressive.
Barry?
Ow! The porch is covered with birds. They've got all Hitchcock on me.
Stay out of sight. I'm on my way. Don't open the door.
What am I, crazy?
Stay hidden. I'll be there soon. Just make sure you keep the lights on.
This is not the end of the chapter. Oh god.
I don't think I was ever afraid of the dark when I was a kid.
I was, until I started sleeping in it every night, and now I don't give a shit.
I still had to reach Barry at the cabin, but
I was afraid of open windows, though. I kind of still am. Sometimes I'm scared that I'm gonna wake up and see somebody staring at me from outside.
Oh.
Caw caw. I love crows. They're good guys. They look good little.
Crows are perfect birds, bro.
They are the best. They're so
The FBI agent's
shaped.
command froze me in place. I considered surrender. It was all falling apart anyway. I could give in, let someone else deal with it. But it felt all wrong. Call it instinct. His posture, the way he held the gun. He was no friend. Shots ringing in my ears, I leaped for the hole in the fence and stumbled into the darkness beyond.
Anyway, the only thing I know about this game is that Poets in the Muse occasionally comes onto a game music streaming radio that I listen to frequently, and it's pretty neat. Yeah, actually, they did music for this game, and it eventually, I guess this is a minor spoiler, but that eventually becomes a plot point. Eventually.
A story is not a machine that does what you tell it. A story is a beast with a life of its own. You can create it, shape it, but as the story grows, it starts wanting things of its own. Change one thing and you set off a chain reaction.
There's the plot to Free Guy.
The whole thing. The characters have to be true to themselves. The events need to follow a logic that fits the story. A single flaw and the magic is gone. The story dies. Alice dies.
Cool. I love that these guys like yell about like just random things. Random shit. Wow, it sure is lucky that somebody fucking left their car running. This is, I told you before that this game was meant to be open world, and this is a little bit of a remnant of that.
I see.
Whoops. I got an achievement for that. For backing up over somebody. Loot. There's almost certainly nothing in there. Yep. Whoops.
I'll be back in a minute.
Bonk. I thought that, like, weed on the ground was a dog. Don't fucking attack my car, you dick. I wanna... That's not coffee. It is a rifle, though. Come on, please. Driving with a keyboard is hard. I should go back to my fucking car.
This is the real reason Owen is going through all this. It's because his car is ugly as fuck.
This is not my car. This is a car that I stole.
Well, you know what? Steal better looking cars. Simple, easy.
Maybe I will. This is not my beautiful car. And you may find yourself behind the wheel of a large automobile. You may tell yourself, this is not my beautiful house. This may in fact be my beautiful house. Or rather, beautiful cabin.
The flare gun was probably the best weapon I could imagine against the dark things I was facing.
Except, I mean, it's not a flamethrower. Flamethrower would be fucking killer against the Taken. Oh, hi!
Hello, big guy.
Nope, I'm out. I'm dead. Boy, why did you kill me? Why did you kill me by doing nothing?
The flare gun was probably the best weapon I could imagine against the dark things I was facing.
He could have, but he chose not to. Fuck. That was exceptionally lucky.
Buy a lottery ticket.
It was the kidnapper.
You son of a bitch! Where's my wife?
Enough horseplay, Wake. You deliver the manuscript, and you can have your woman back. Simple as that.
I don't... Listen. Listen. I'm gonna need time to finish it. I still need to write the ending. I need... a week.
It's not done?
I need a week.
2 days. The old Bright Falls coal mine is nearby. You can find it easy, city boy. The main building, there at noon. You bring the manuscript, you'll get your wife. If not, well, get me.
Yes, I get you.
Is this radio still dead? That's neat. I left the lights on, and they stayed on.
Cool. Oh, wait. Sorry. I don't know. A 2012 game probably wouldn't have implemented that, but I was wondering if whether or not you turn on the lights for the drunk man in the police station affects whether he lives or dies.
The dark presence had touched the girl to lure the rider into a trap. Now it was night, and he lay helpless, drugged, lit only by the flickering of the TV screen filled with static. Shadows coalesced in the room as the dark presence leaned close to the rider, ready to touch him again. Back to work, boy. Barry had talked about birds over the phone.
Oh my god. The darkness controls the Taken.
Ow! Ow! I am so glad you're here. A couple of them got in here before I blocked the chimney. This isn't normal. These birds are weird.
Yeah, this is the boss, I think. A jacuzzi! Alright, I have to save my friend's life. Oh, I thought the pigeons back in New York were bad.
Pigeons were originally bred to be domesticated animals. We should treat them better.
Yeah, we made them stupid.
They have incredible sense of direction. I've never heard of somebody with a bird allergy. Feathers, maybe. Does that count?
Yeah, because birds are feathers.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Then if you pluck a chicken, though.
You have a man.
Bipedal, featherless. This is a man.
I want the birds.
I read that as delete the birds.
Defeat the baby.
Right back.
Barry, you can open the door now. They're gone.
Hey, Al. I'm sorry for thinking you were having a psychotic episode, man.
I sent Barry to the town to ask around about a man fitting the kidnapper's description. He'd go through the archives of the local paper. Perhaps he could learn something. Anything about the island and the cabin that had disappeared. The man wanted a manuscript. I had to try to write him one to get Alice back. For me, the supernatural had always been nothing but a metaphor for the human psyche, a tool to use in writing fiction. Now, it was happening for real, and I couldn't put a single word on paper.
Barry Wheeler speaking.
This is Rose.
Rose?
I found Mr. Wake's pages.
Oh, you sweet, brilliant girl.
Could you and Mr. Wake come get them? I live in the trailer park outside the town.
We'll be there in less than an hour.
I know.
See you soon.
Have a great day. Hope you
All right,
come back
I'm
soon.
back.
Welcome to the old
dear diner.
Okay.
I killed the birds.
Dude, there's a MILF in the background.
Not MILF.
She looked like an old woman with short hair. Call it like I see him.
It's a, you're missing a G there.
Gilf.
Mm-hmm. You kind of got back just in time for me to basically end the game.
Fantastic.
Not the game, but like the the stream. I am going to
Previously on
oh shit.
Alan Wake.
I should have hosted you. My bad.
Oh, you can... Yeah, happy Friday. Although it's technically been Saturday for 45 minutes.
No.
Yeah.
Guys.
Cool. Alright. I'm going to close the game. I would love to stay up till 2 in the morning. I truly, truly would. I would like to continue playing this game. But I'm afraid I cannot. Like I said, I work in the morning at 11 o'clock. And we're going to have all the fucking frat boy douchebags coming in, ordering their 2 smoothies at 8:58 p.m. Yes, I'm talking to you, random customer. Go fuck yourself.
You work at a smoothie shop?
No, but we make smoothies.
Oh.
I know he doesn't know me and he doesn't watch my stream, and I know that he doesn't fucking... I just want him to know wherever he is. He's a fucking... If he ever shows his face in the store again, I'm going to probably take his order and be completely normal, but be really mad about it in my head. Point is he can go fuck himself. Anyway, to end the stream on a high note, this was fun. I've been wanting to get back to this for a while. But yeah, see ya next time.